Mm. There we go. All sorted. Yeah, mate. Hello, Wanda. How are you, mate? Hope you're well. Oh, I need something a bit better to put the phone on here. Hang on. Solution. That's a good solution. Shushan. Well, I'm only just. You must have just clicked. Hang on. We got all messages on. Right, it's working now. How was my day? Good, Gabrielle. Yeah, good. Yeah, just flowing along. A lot of hard work. Just, yeah. Bit more of a chill day, but yeah, I've been down the garage a bit and wandering around. Played the snake game this morning. What else? Did the first 200 push-ups this morning. Training for the push-ups in September for the cancer charity. So yeah, we started that. We're going to train all through August with the push-ups, adding that to the stream schedule to do the September push-ups for charity. So yeah. Did what I do today? 200 push-ups this morning, so we'll do 200 or 300 push-ups tomorrow. I'd say most of August will probably be 400 or 500 push-ups a day, and then September is 739 push-ups every day for the Prostate Cancer Foundation. So it's all good. All is coming together. Had a nap today as well, Gabrielle. To be honest, I had a good nap for a couple of hours. That really helped, and had a good feed before I came on here. For once, I've had my dinner before I come on here rather than later on. Heidi, bed. Good girl. G'day, Southern Girl. How are you, mate? Yep. Ah, yes, it's the name from before. Yes. Some people still call me Venom. Your preference, Mark, Venom, either or. I I did get rid of the Venom name on YouTube just because as the channel grows, like I want it to be so people swipe on and know what I'm about and that, right? But yeah, it seems like the Venom moniker is gonna. They're still doing. Are you doing single push-ups or four going? 10 push-ups at a time, man. Just yeah, 10 push-ups at a time. No, big, full, proper full push-ups. Not none of this. No, I don't do the little ones. I do full. The only thing I don't do full on my push-ups is I don't lock out the joint at the top. So I'll go into a push-up position and I'll rotate my arms and drop into it first, into that tension. Yeah. I'll have to turn this heater off for a while. Heidi, go on your bed. You're not coming up here. Oh, hey. You stay there. Should be getting to bed. It's 2:30 in the morning. Yeah, that could be a good idea, mate. Well, what's got you up till this hour for, Marky Mark? What's going on, mate? All good there? Yes, howdy back to you too, sir. The girl in the back, she's pretty. Yes, this is the lovely Venom Susie. She's still got the Venom name. She's still got the Venom name on her channel. Well, what are we meant to change the name to now? Create Your Susie? Yeah, Create Your Susie. I guess we'll have to change it now. Always a night owl. Yeah, I feel that, man. I was always like that. Growing up, I even as a teenager, like when I was 14, 15, I'd sit there video gaming and stuff till 3 in the morning. What is up? I used to read books a lot more, watch movies and stuff. Yeah, I was always like that. Yeah, I've been here so long. Yeah, it's been a long time, Southern Girl. Yeah, the Venom names are getting pretty old now. There's not too many people from the old channel made it over here. So, yeah. How's life going there, Southern? Keeping well? Yeah. She can be create your income. That's amazing. I like that. That was very clever, mate. That was very good. It was very good. 10 out of 10 on that one, Marky Mark. What happened to the squad? Oh, I don't know. I got rid of the old channel and then like long ago. That was 6 months ago now. But yeah, got the new channel and there's just a lot of people I guess never found the channel again or whatever. So I don't know. That's what it is. I sort of I'd given up YouTube at that point, right? I obviously no longer intended on doing it, deleting my channel. The The first channel I'd given up completely. By the end of that, the second one I was kind of like, I'll give it another go, and then this one I've stuck with. It's just I hadn't structured it the right way. I had to learn a lot through the initial phase of YouTube for sure. What should we do today? Oh, I don't know. What should we do today? We're just going to chat about, we'll just see how everybody is for the evening. Make sure you hit the like button, guys. We've got 8 people here. I only got 3 likes so far. So, make sure you remember to hit the like button for me. Hopefully we feed in some new good friends. But going all right, Southern Girl. I'm a bit, as you guys know, I'm always honest in here. I feel a bit overwhelmed by all I have going on, all the various projects and stuff. It definitely, the last few days it's been getting to me a bit. It has been getting to me, like, just that overwhelm of, like, man, the amount of stuff I have to do and the amount of time it's going to take of this everyday activity, but I just remember, the more I whine about it, the less it gets done, so, it's not going to do itself, and just, I know if I keep at it, I'll get there. It's just, sometimes it's a bit hard on the mind. I'm a bit impatient, I have to practice that patience. No, you, dog. Miss the old channel and work lots. Well, it's pretty much the same on here. We do the same stuff plus some extra stuff now. So the old channel was more workouts, the old bit of chat. Now I'm more trying to basically be very mental health focused for people, self-improvement, and just showing the work I do and showing how I'm getting back on track in life and hoping to inspire other people in that process. Because that's how the first channel started out, was doing the push-ups and that, and I was sort of finding my way on YouTube, and then I want to find other causes to support, and people are like, oh, support Men's Mental Health Month and that, and I came to the conclusion, well, I'll just do mental health content year round and make myself available for people to talk each day and that, Life's good. I'm from somewhere eastern of you. Do I still talk to Slim? No, I don't associate with Slim anymore. Unfortunately, no, that didn't work out on that one. Nothing against the guy. All I'd say is, he's got his way and I've got mine. So, all I even wanted to do was support him in that. He seemed to take it the wrong way, so that's fine. Best of intentions and all that. Best laid plans of mice. Best laid plans of mice and all that. If anybody gets that reference, I'll be impressed. It's been a while. Yeah, it has been, yeah. Well, come up here then, dog. Go over there, though. No, don't annoy your mother. Go lie down somewhere. Hey, Platz. Heidi, Platz. Good, right.
No, not play, Platz.
This is my life now. Pinky in the Brain. No, it wasn't Pinky in the Brain. It's from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Best laid plans of mice and all that. This is what happens if you get a German Shepherd, just so you're aware. This is what they do. She's been outside playing with her brother and with us for 4 hours today. This is what you get if you get a German Shepherd. This is what they do. You right there, dog? Where are you going? Dude. You good now? Okay. She's settled down now. That is life of the German Shepherd. Long live logic and liberty. Yes. Logic is quite a lost thing these days, isn't it? Hey, Jenny, how are you, mate? Lightwood with the Heidi emojis. I love it. Lightwood always dives on the member emojis of Heidi whenever she appears. It's fantastic. California, yes. Jenny from California, yes. How's everybody going? How is things? We're just hanging out. I'm just chilling. We can do mental health talk, whatever, self-improvement, something you guys are struggling with, whatever's going on, good, bad. I don't know. You know me, we just sit and we hang out and have a chat. I think it's all shepherd breeds. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Yeah. I still want another shepherd, though. I still want another shepherd at some point. She wants to make a litter with them, right? That's what she wants, hey? Yeah, you want us to get a boy shepherd so we can make baby shepherds. The problem is I've got that mate couple of towns over, and his wife had a couple of Rottweilers, and she went, "Oh, I'm going to do a litter," and then the litter was born, and she could not bear to sell any of them. So now that you go to his place, right? You go in the gate of his place, and I work on some of his cars and stuff, right? And you go in there, and you just greeted literally by 9 Rottweilers, and they just circle the car. And I took Zed there once; he was in the car and whatever. And Zed's looking like, and all these Rottweilers crowd around the car. They're all quite friendly, but Zed's in the car, and usually Zed will bark at another dog out the window. Usually he tries to be tough guy. And Zed, we rolled in, he saw one, he went, brr, brr, and then he saw the other 8 roll in, and he was like, just sat there in the chair and just looked at me like, Dad, I'm going to stay in the truck. I looked at him, I'm like, yes, you are going to stay in the truck. That's a good idea, dog. I'm not going to let you out with 9 Rottweilers you don't know. So, yeah, that was I think that was a day Zed got a bit humbled by 9 Rottweilers. There's a wholesome story there for everybody. Just got home from a comedy show, and I could say I was happily entertained. What's everyone doing? I'm not enough comedy, Jenny. Is that what you're telling me? I'm just not enough to fulfill your comedy needs. This is a problem, Jenny. I'm going to have to raise my game up, mate. I'm going to have to step it up, Jenny, if you're still going to comedy shows. I'm not doing an effective job here, mate. Come to terms with my sexuality. Maybe you should come to terms with yours when you're going into people's chats asking that. You realise you're projecting, right? You know how there were all those gay senators, and they were all like anti-gay senators, and then they found out, all that? I'm just saying, man, if you're projecting it out in chat, it's usually what trolls do online, man, is they project out whatever's going on in their own head, man. So I'd say you might want to flip that on yourself there. Lots of gay vibes. It's interesting. Interesting you'd pick up on that. That's very intuitive. Are you seeing the correlation yet as to what I just said, mate? You putting it all together now? You're projecting about homosexuality, and you're trying to tell me you've got a strong gaydar. You're trying to help me? Oh, thank you, mate. Thank you. Do you worry about helping yourself, mate? You worry about helping yourself? G'day, Foxy. Yeah, we're getting some interesting comments at the moment. G'day, Holly. There's always one, isn't there? So I have to work on my ADD without meds again. Be meaning to research, then I get distracted. Figures. Mark, you're overtired at 2:30 in the morning, mate, but you're absolutely on fire today, mate. Try reduce carbohydrates and sugars, Mark would be my suggestion. Stay away from food colorings, red or purple food coloring. It'll really help seal that focus. A bit of workout in the morning, just even a 10-minute walk or something, will really help settle the ADHD. But you keep stimulants low, sugar and all that kind of stuff. Try dial it down just a bit. Get some more fat in your diet, and that'll really help, man. That'll be my opinion. Sorry, Venom from Jenny. That's all right, Jenny. We get him. What is gaydar? It's what gay people have. They pick up your gay vibes off people and stuff, right? That's how you're saying you're picking up that vibe off me, right? You're saying you've got a really strong gaydar of, Just saying, bro. Some orange juice can make ADHD worse. Oh, most definitely, because it's got a lot of added sugar, right? Even natural sugars can cause a bit of an issue, but it's a lot of a better option. So see, we actually got a good comment. The occasional uploader, the guy that came in here trolling, has just actually engaged a really good conversation. You see what you're capable of, man, when you go and try with the right topic. Hit that like button for me, would you? We're at 11 likes. Hang on, I'll show you. So obviously different brands overseas, but in New Zealand we have this stuff, and that's got no added sugar. That is literally the whole bottle is it's apple juice, raw apple juice with lemon, honey, and ginger. It's raw, uncooked, cold pasteurized, cold pressed, no added water, no added sugars, no preservatives. But if I drink too much of that, I bloat up a bit. I can have a bit much of it. So usually we water it down, so you can have 2 bowls of this, and this is the price of 1 energy drink. Oh, no, sorry, the 2 energy drinks. So it's the size of 2 energy drinks for the price of 2 energy drinks. And you'll feel a lot better. Because when I get off energy drinks, I'm not a big fan of water. I like something with some flavour in it. So that's a really good way of doing it. So that's what I usually do. What's up, homie? G'day, Marcus. Good to see you. Did you water this down already? My tripping. Oh, shit. Yeah. Heidi, no, you got water. No, bed. Back a bed. Good puppy. That's a good puppy. No, go on your bed. If they persist, you might need to let them out soon, but I think they're alright for now. Heidi. Heidi, get out of the side of the bed. Go lie down. Right up. Look at Mike. Look at me, Ebony Rye. Look at Mike. Look at Mike. Go lie down. Go lie down. Ebony Rye. Look at Mike. Enough. Stay there. Look at me, Ebony Rye. Look at Mike. Look at Mike. Right back.
Peter just sleep.
One moment, guys. Literally, Heidi is just... Heidi! Move! Get off there. Get over. Stop harassing your brother. He's literally asleep and you're licking his face. Oh, we might have settled it. I think she's alright now. Sorry, guys. Dark chocolate wrecks my nerves. That's interesting. I've never had much. I will catch up on the comments before that in a second, guys. It's interesting, Holly. Like I've never just been much of a dark chocolate fan, so I don't have much. I usually I just find it a bit strong, a bit rich for me. I find it quite almost bitter. I don't know. I'm gonna catch up on the chat here, guys, because I missed a whole heap there with the dog drama. New subscriber here from Cassandra. Really appreciate that, mate. Would I survive a witch hunt? Oh, most definitely, Valhalla. Most definitely, man. Ink Man said I walk over half a mile every day and evening from work. That's solid, man. It's good cardio, man. Back from a while, says Andre. Good to see you, bro. Okay, I've caught up on all that stuff up there. Let me just double check here. I'm sorry. Dogs got me. Grapefruit juice can enhance some anxiety medicine. Interesting. Very interesting. Tracy Dorr from Wales. Hello, Wales. Good to see you. There's a great channel I found on here, Gravity Core Fitness. Him and his wife, Jo, are from Wales. So that's another great channel. Just you made me think of that with Wales. A whole cup of milk has almost the same as a can of cola sugar. Really? That's interesting. But big difference in natural sugar. I think the way the body processes it, because I can have a lot of milk and I'm real chill. You catch me drift. I don't know. I might have missed something from you there, Marcus. Why are you so offended about homosexuality? I'm gay and there is nothing to be ashamed about. Oh, I'm not offended by it at all, mate. I'm offended by you trying to say I am. Not really offended, but like it was, you're being a bit obtuse coming in and introducing yourself with that. And then you made a great comment after that. So, just have a nice conversation, man. Damn. Greetings, my friend. Good to see you, Possum. Right. Oh, I'm going to make sure. Plus, I can't have any drinks. Right. I think I've almost caught up. Yeah, dark chocolate can help anxiety. And then, Holly was saying it wrecks her nerves. Interesting. Where have you been? Been looking for you for days now. I've been here, mate. Where were you? Where were you? I've been here. I took yesterday evening off streaming, but I've been here every other day, multiple streams a day. I've been streaming from the garage. I streamed 200 push-ups this morning. Where have you been, Marcus? Good morning, brethren. Hello, disciple. Good to see you, mate. Good morning, brethren. Yes, sir. Good to see you. Vali, hey, brother. I'm just recovering from my brother's passing. Family expected the worst for me. But I have a son. He keeps me busy. Bro was 52. I'm 50. It's been 6 weeks now, just soldiering on. That's fantastic, Val. It's great to hear that, man. Is there anything you need help with, man? Anything you want to discuss? Yeah. It's a tough one, man. So if you need anything, bro, don't ever be afraid to ask. Even if you come in, I'm like we're joking around and stuff. You can anybody who's ever struggling with anything, you never have to feel like you're a burden on the chat or something to drop a message. Even if we're just joking around, we'll stop what we're doing and we will focus on that because that is the core of the channel, is helping people out. It takes time, Val, and it's a case of grief is a process of. It shows you loved somebody deeply. It shows you cared. If you didn't care, it wouldn't hurt. If somebody you don't care about passes or whatever, right? It's the human process of processing that. So, you know, what you're feeling is because of the love, right? Because there was something real there. So just remember that as well. And yeah, if we can help at all, let us know, mate. I hope the chat's here help in some way. But yeah, if you have a more direct question, the floor is always yours, mate. That goes to anyone, of course. Birmingham in the UK. G'day, Baz. How are you? How are you, Governor? Great to have you here, Baz. All right. Used to like milk chocolate until I started carnivore diet. Now milk chocolate is way too sweet, and the bitter dark chocolate is much better tasting now. Nice, Holly. Nice. Yeah, I stay very close to carnivore diet. I'm pretty sure I've been tired the last couple of days because I slipped into keto again. Just not having enough carbs and stuff. Yeah. I sort of realised I was real tired the last couple of days. I was like, why am I so damn tired? And I was like, oh, I haven't had any. I basically haven't had any carbohydrates apart from a couple of coffees a day. That's it as well. I wasn't having the sachet coffees, so I was just having coffee, a tiny bit of milk, and like a teaspoon of sugar, trying to be a good boy. And yeah, it's all throwing me back into keto, I think. Someone say dolphins? No, I didn't hear anything about dolphins. Appreciate that, Jenny. Thank you for the comment for Val there. How's the garage floor? Yeah, getting there, man. Just chipping away at it. Sorting out a bunch of bins of parts at the moment. So sort of, rather than bring a car in straight away, the main spot where I work on cars is just full of plastic bins of random car parts and stuff right now. So I'm going to go through and bin everything out I can and try reduce it all down rather than just shove it all in the corner and stack it up and go, oh, I'll do it later. I'm just going to make sure I face it now and create that environment I'm trying to create, you know. Try not to indulge too much. Yes. Yeah, Holly, my thing when I went pure carnivore for 9 months, and my only thing was I got these biscuits, like Afghan biscuits. They come in like a 20 bag from a petrol station, and I had them in the cupboard, and I allowed myself 2 biscuits a day, and I knew I could have 2 biscuits a day and 2 coffees and not go out of ketosis. So that was my thing. I had when I was pure carnivore, I allowed myself 2 of those a day, which had, they got a bit of sugar in them. And yeah, two biscuits was my limit, and I could stay in keto. But beyond that, all I ate was steak and bacon and stuff. The way, Holly, I did it when I was pure carnivore, I tried to reintroduce bread, and I went, I want to see what bread does. And I started eating bread again from pure carnivore diet, and all I added to the steak and eggs, bacon, and that was I'll start wrapping some stuff in bread. And I bought 2 loaves of bread a week, and I went up like 6 kilo in under 2 weeks, and I felt sore all the time. All my joints were sore. Everything on my face everything started inflaming again. Everything was just inflamed. Yeah. So that's when I cut out bread again, and now since then I've introduced milk and stuff to keep me out of keto, and just good milk and that, and I'm all right like that. But yeah, the moment I had bread and stuff, no, it messes me right up. But the main reason I've gone away from pure carnivore and full keto is just alleviate the diet a bit, and the cost of pure carnivore can get pretty crazy. Yeah, it just gets it's just very restrictive, So I try and stay very near carnivore these days. Just need to say hi, brother, and thank you, bro. Appreciate it, Val. Appreciate it, mate. I hope you enjoy the streams, and yeah, I do occasionally get people message me on Instagram and stuff. They're like, "Man, I've been watching your channel for ages, but I'm too shy to talk in the chat." But they kind of thank me through that way. They reach out there. So if anybody wants to do that, if you ever feel like reaching out privately, you can through Instagram. I've got the same name on there. Create Your Outcome. I try not to be on there chatting all day, but if you want to drop me a message, I can good day, and we can have a chat when I get to it. What, sir? What are your pronouns? I want to be respectful of your preferences. Don't have any. Call me whatever you like. Everybody else does. You want my pronouns? No, I'm not gonna say. No, I'm just gonna take the piss way too hard. There's like 5 of them, 5 different ones I could take the piss about, and I'm gonna control myself. We're gonna cap the ADHD. I might burst into song soon or something instead as a stim, but I'm gonna just pull the reins there, and I'm gonna be the example of the discipline of ADHD of not saying that thing. I can tell you a joke, though. It's an original Venom joke, too. It's original my joke, right? Actually, you know what? I'm just going to catch up on the chat a bit, because I'm not used to seeing chat this quick, guys, so I'm going to have to actually pay attention here, aren't I? We will. Okay, I'll stop. Hang on. Just stay here. Just stay. Everybody stay. I'm gonna try and change up the channel here and make sure when we got this much chat, I'm actually keeping with it and engaging correctly, all right? Rather than ADHD tangent stories. I'm gonna try my best for you. So just give me a moment. I'm up to where Frank came in, all right? The blue mod name, all right? You're good, brother, Baz. Fantastic, mate. Jamie Redder, hello, brother. Good to see you. Marcus, I got any scratch tickets today. Maybe I get lucky. I need some extra mex. Oh, you know, you might need meet a nice girl and get lucky too. There's lots of ways to get lucky in this world, mate. Me, mate. G'day, Frank. Haven't seen you for a while, man. I was feeling the lack of you in D-Bird's channel, mate. I hope you're well. Haven't been there when you have lately, so. Marcus, I'm not going to engage your stuff right now. Sounds like good progress, man. Hope you're doing well. You're doing all right. Yeah, dog. Doing all right, man. I've been a bit hard on myself the last few days mentally. Feeling like all the stuff I have ahead of me is going to take a very long time, so I just have a couple of hard moments there. But I'm doing all right. I still just push forward and keep creating more evidence that I'm changing that. You know. Need to discard as well, and that's the toughest thing for me. Yeah, I feel that, Jenny. Went to Wales on holiday, family research. My great grandparents were from there. Great country, quite similar to NZ for weather. Oh, fantastic! Hope you enjoyed that. Is it polite to call someone a tosser? Should I just walk into the bar and say, "What's up, tossers"? I mean, if you go into that bar frequently and everybody likes you, yeah, you can walk in the door and say things like that. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't recommend it unless you've got the fighting skills of Paddy the Baddy. Eating lemon pie. Ooh, man, yum. Gonna make me hungry now, Marcus, eh? I'm in a holiday, man. I don't know what you mean there. Where are you, Wayusha? Where are you, man? It's a balancing with diet. Yeah, Claire, for sure. I definitely like how I feel on a totally strict carnivore diet, but I try and, honestly, I take the trade-offs of a bit more pain and stuff to be able to have that freedom. Yeah. Sometimes I still do, but go pure carnivore if my joints get too bad. I might have to in September, just for the level of amount of push-ups I'm doing for the cancer charity. 739 push-ups every day. I'm probably going to need to be carnivore for that, I think. No, Marcus. No. Marcus, if you're going to start talking about those things, you're going to find yourself banned, dude, because we're not going to talk about NFTs and crypto in my chat. No, that is not a topic for my chat. Trying to sell me things. No, Marcus. You've done so good lately, Marcus. I thought we were making you a member of the channel who was starting to get the message that you're kind of wasting your time with these silly things you talk about, man. Have memory. Okay. Anyway, key lime pie is my favourite. Key lime pie. I've heard of it, but I have no idea. I wouldn't know anything about it. But I have heard of key lime pie. Can you, Jamie, pull up the clip? Can you Google key lime pie? I want to know more. Tell me more, darling. And can you make me one? No one wants my opinion? That's funny, Cole. You're the one watching my channel. I got 15 people here other than you that want my opinion, mate. I've got 180 members that are paying members that would disagree with you. Help people every day, mate. So, that's a pretty shit comment, to be honest. Don't know what you thought you're going to land with there. Maybe try to think really, really hard. Maybe, you can hang out in the background. Look, I'll give you look, I'll tell you what I'll do. Look, Cole, look, I'm going to remove that message and I'm going to give you a fresh opportunity to wow me. You need to lock in, bro. Right? You need to lock in. Think real hard, right? Lock away those repressed memories with your uncle. Just breathe. Just let it marinate. Give it time. And when you're ready, you let us know, all right? Hey, it's a New Zealand guy. Hey, Cammy. All right, no one gives it Apple. No, that wasn't any good either. I can't bother deleting that one. Oh, I have caught up on the chat nearly. We're close. Austin, Texas, on my way to winning BJJ Gold. Fantastic, mate. Talons of Texas. Well, it's great to have you here, Talons of Texas, from Austin, Texas. On my way to winning BJJ Gold. You go get you some, boy. You're going to make that family proud, boy. We're all rooting for you here. Darn tootin' we are. All right. Bloodsport's is a good movie. Right. Pecan Pie would be yours, Jenny. Oh, Pecan Pie, okay. My bro Celtic Warrior here. Oh, he might be. You, the Celtic Warrior, they're calling your name. They're calling your name, B Rabbit. Frank Ducks here calling your name, buddy, if you just listen in the background. Hope you're well, Venom, bro. Yeah, I'm doing all right, Frank. Doing all right. Struggling a bit mentally. There we go. There's Celtic. See, you say his name and he'll appear. Lemon meringue isn't too bad for a nice treat. See, occasional uploader. Look, man, when you make a good comment, you make a good one. You read the room. You've settled in nicely. This is good, man. West Virginia, and it's been rough. It can get a bit rough out West Virginia. I have heard it. I got a couple of local friends from there, from West Virginia. I used to rent some my old building off a guy. He was from Virginia, so I got to know all that crew. Glad to see you, Frank. How's your new job going? Busy, bro. Hope you're well. Yeah, I figured you were very busy with this new job, Frank. But it's good to hear you keeping occupied, mate. I'm just gonna not often alleged suspects, so I'm gonna give you a permanent ban there, bro. It's pretty rare, pretty good honour to get that these days. You got to push it pretty far with me to get a permanent ban immediately on your first comment. But congratulations, you win the prize as the biggest dumbass of the day. Thanks for being here. Yeah, we've all been missing you, Frank. We've all been missing you, mate. Hope you're well. $110. Oh, that's how they get you, Marcus. Again, Marcus, I'm actually going to give you a. I'm sorry, buddy. I think this might be the second time I had to do this. Another 10-minute timeout, bro. You're literally trying to sell off like crypto and NFTs at me, and you're talking about gambling. So we can't have that in the chat, mate. Obviously, have I been tolerant with Marcus at the rate you guys see me slap people out this door? How tolerant have I been with Marcus? And this is the one person lately I've been tolerant with. I've given him all the opportunities, man. Like, I'm trying with you, bro, because I believe in you. I can tell there's the intellect there. I can see you've got some wit and some what. If we can get you to focus it in the right way, just like work with me here, bro. Come on, man. I'm trying, dude. I'm trying, man. Hope to find a job soon, Jenny. Yep. You can always create your own job. Remember that, Jenny. You know, like people cannot be asked doing their own gardening, mate. They can't be bothered weeding their gardens and shit, or they want to tear it all up and put down some weed mats, some new plants. Where there's money everywhere, mate. There's money everywhere. You sell people convenience. That's what the whole of society is built on: convenience, access to things. That's all it is. Solve a problem. What's the things that you enjoy doing around home that most people hate? Monetize it. Then you're your own boss, your own hours, your own schedule. You get sick, you can postpone a job or something. You're not calling the boss going, I'm sorry. It's just, you can flow things different on your own terms, right? I think it's really good to have your own agency. I do look like Venom. Well, my old channel name was Venom Naomi. It was Venom Avenger, or it was a few Venom names actually. £580 million across 3 buildings. Holy crap! It sounds like a pretty big job there, mate. Sounds like a pretty big job there, Frank, mate. I've seen Marcus on other chats. He copies and pastes. Oh no. Birds of a feather flock together, occasional uploader. Birds of a feather flock together. You've been flocking around with Marcus, eh? So you're offering more and more value to the chat there occasionally, but maybe you're trying to push Marcus out. Maybe you want to be the new troll given the opportunity, since I've been lenient with you, Is it your time to shine now, you reckon? Southern California, 7 miles from the Mexican border, and yes, I have access to real tacos. I wasn't going to ask that specific question, but I'm glad you clarified it. I can see it's of value to you, Dennis. I appreciate that, man. It's good. It's good to hear. I like that. He says, I live in this place. I'm 7 miles from the Mexico border, and yes, I have access to tacos. It's like this man has This man's got his stuff right. He knows. He's got his priorities. He's right where he wants to be, and he's made that all clear in like 20 words. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. See? Think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, wonderful world. Ever played Descenders? No, I haven't. Oh my gosh, Celtic's been. Oh, wow, okay. I think that was a cat on a keyboard, Celtic. I'm retired. Are you talking about putting in bathroom fans, Dennis? I'm retired, but I'll put in fart fans and clean pee traps in many homes around me. Fart fans. Because rich people are not that smart. They need a plumber when their sink back's up, for crying out loud. See what I mean, Jenny? You're talking about hoping to find jobs. Dennis has just covered it exactly there, right? These rich people, they call up, oh, the sink's backed up. Oh, you come and put a plunger in it for them, you know? They'll call up for anything. People do not. They did an episode of this on South Park, right? Everyone's constantly calling the handyman. The handyman ended up driving like the best cars in town on chrome rims, and they're walking with like pimp canes and fur coats and shit because he said it's like nobody knows how to fix shit no more, right? And that's how my dad raised me, right? It was you fix it. It's broken, you fix it. But I think he thought that was a good idea when I was about 4 or 5, teaching me, if it, broken, fix it. You need to understand how things work until, mum would get pissed off because I'd be 8 years old. They'd come home and the TV remote is on the table in 30 different pieces. And I'm like, I'll get it back together. And they're just like, oh my God. I'm like, well, now I know how to fix the TV remote if it ever goes bad. So yeah, I didn't have trains autism. I had pull apart small electronic items autism. I learnt a lot. Going to see my nan today, then having dinner at my friend's house tomorrow. That sounds like a damn good weekend, man. Priorities in the right place. And I got church Wednesday, Thursday. My friend coming Thursday, pick me up after church. Friday, we got family coming over. That's perfect, Jamie. That's what matters, right? Friends, family, good company. Am I trapped? Yes, help. How many times am I meant to blink again? W, X, Y, and Z. Thank you. I'm glad. I'm very proud of you, Frankie. There is he's just said W, X, Y, and Z. Now he knows his ABCs. It's fantastic there, Frankie. Skullfinger salute. Said hi. G'day. How are you? Do you ever just eat raw carrots? No, I don't. Don't eat vegetables really. I have pickles. I've developed a penchant for pickles lately. I made my own outcome. Yes, you did. Yes, you did, Frankie. We're so proud of you learning your ABCs. You're such a good boy. You're such a good boy, Frankie. You happy now? Got the attention you wanted? Good. If you ever get lonely, just remember Hot Pockets exist. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with a bit of comfort food. Not too much, but there's nothing wrong with a little bit of comfort food. Why are you trying to humiliate me? I don't believe I was. Oh, about the trolling, because he came in acting like a troll, and then you'd seen Marcus around. So I'm giving you back what you handed out initially. You've reined it in a bit now. You're doing all right, but that was probably a troll too. So I'm just I see through it, mate. I do let you know I do see through it. South Texas has good tacos. That's good, but for some reason all your messages have been deleted after that. What did you do? I'm the guy who typed the alphabet. I think Frank the mod has made it clear that this planet ain't big enough for the two of you. The chat ain't big enough for the both of you. I think it's a one Frank chat room by the look of it now, mate. Good friend that's a master plumber who makes great money. Yep. If you can fix stuff. What's the jobs AI is not going to take for a long time, other than like office work, whatever? Everyone's worried about AI taking jobs. Like I say, the people putting HVAC in a roof, the people doing junk removal. That is the best industry to get into right now. That's pretty much where I'm heading for. Junk removal. All the boomer generation is dying off. They've hoarded their houses with crap, whereas the newer generations are more minimalist. They've seen their parents do all of that, and then they've ended up, a lot of them, overcoming it. There's All these basements and garages full of endless just shit, 40 years of shit, right, that people haven't dealt with. The kids get married, they move away, they got their own family, they got their own jobs, their own life, right? These properties are going to be up for sale or need clearing out. Things are going to need fixing in them. That's where the market's going. That's the biggest generational wealth transfer of all time is starting to unfold now. And people are getting left hordes and hordes of junk and stuff, right? So junk removal is a business. How long is it going to be before a robot can show up and clear out a garage and go through a house and clear it all out and prepare it for sale and all that kind of thing, right? So it's a great opportunity if anybody's looking to get into anything along that phase, right? Is there's going to be properties, they need all these houses are going to be getting sold and stuff. They're going to need gardening, landscaping, this, whatever, right? House service stuff is, people are in their homes more. They locked us all in them long enough. They make the world scary enough to try and keep people at home most of the time. That's where the money goes into, right? Housing markets are down. What happens when housing markets are down? People renovate and upgrade their properties. They don't change property and upgrade. What they do is they upgrade what they have rather than upgrade to the newer house. So they have their starter house or their second house. They wanted their dream house, but the economy goes to crap. So they'll do up more and put more to make the house they're in more comfortable. It's a compromise, right? So any of those industries are a good place to be right now if anybody looking to anything like that. Such a shame because I've been enjoying and engaging well here. You have up to date, but I'm still going to give you a little shit. You gotta realize I'm still going to give you a little shit because of how you initially came in, mate. It's just take it on the chin, mate. It's all right. How long was the ban? About 5 minutes there, I believe, Marcus. Make sure you behave yourself. Celtic and Frank. You got Celtic, Frank, and Gabrielle and Susie on guard right now. You got the 4 most vicious mods here. Just be careful, bro. Be careful. So sick of hot dogs. My God, how much? What the fuck? You guys are people. I'm talking away. I'm trying to keep up, and you guys have put like 50 more messages. Hang on, we're gonna have to skim it. Doesn't help all these deleted ones in between. Volunteer at a church, so helping a dining service twice a week, so older people get someone, they pay for a meal and they don't got to cook. We set tables and everything for them. That's fantastic, Jamie. I did think about doing that kind of stuff as service work. Like I want to be like volunteer firefighter or go work at a soup kitchen or help the elderly and stuff. And then I ended up just sort of landing on doing this because this was my best way to sort of spread reach out across the world, right? This was what I thought I could do. Yo, Nick, great to see you, mate. How am I? I'm good, Nick. I'm a million miles behind on the chat. Celtic and Gabrielle and stuff are talking. Okay, I think most of this is you guys talking amongst yourselves. Occasional uploader says, I said sorry for assuming that you were gay. You've been mentioned on gay health and nutrition forums, so I thought you were. I highly doubt I've been mentioned on gay health and nutrition forums, mate. I was hoping to be like sexiest man of the year or something. That's what I was going for. What do you reckon? Sexiest YouTube live streamer of the year? What do you reckon? I reckon I could pull it off. You're from Canada 242? Great to have you here. I've been watching Jerry from Canada today. Been watching his channel. Trolls want you to troll back. Oh, I know they do. I do. I have a little bit of fun with them, just a little bit sometimes. A little sleep and a little slumber, and so shall your poverty be. Hey, Mark. G'day, Big Al. Big Al from Southern Cal, back again. I love the name, bro. It rolls off the tongue so well. Just like Occasional's boyfriend. Took you a moment on that one. Okay, Occasional, last one. I'm sorry. I'll leave it there, mate. We'll leave it there. I'm from the United States of America. My life has not treated me good. What's going on? MJ? Your life has not treated you good. What's going on? Are you asking a genuine question, or is your name like a troll account? Let me know. I guess I'll find out. But yeah. Donated $10,000. Oh, thank you, Kingston. I'm going to go to Disneyland. Thanks for that, mate. $10,000 of fake chat donation. Appreciate it, bro. If you want to donate, man, the button's down there. You can grab yourself a membership. They're only about $3 US. You know, you don't have to donate 10,000. That'd be a bit excessive, but you know. Damn it, I just figured how to do it. You know how to type this emoji. Damn it, I just figured. Okay. Oh, God. Oh, no, Holly's now got it as well. Oh, what is this emoji? Oh, what is happening? How did I figure out Nizimo? How did I figure out what? Sorry, Marcus. Bye-bye, Marcus. It's telling you about your channel. Sure. I'm sure. Sure it is. There's some of the tricks written down somewhere. I semi-believe you occasional with the amount of men that come on here when I'm working out and go, "You're so handsome, da-da-da-da-da." Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there's some post on a gay health and nutrition forum. I really wouldn't. I mean, I'm trying to get people to get better in life and harden up and that. I didn't quite mean like that, but whatever turns you crank, I suppose. Being a YouTuber is weird, man. I'm just a regular ass dude from the country, mate. What is driving awesome without space? Oh God. You're not a troll account. You're a Michael Jackson fan channel. All right, mate. Yeah, MJ. So yeah, if you let me know what's going on, man. What would you like to improve in life, mate? You said life hasn't been good. What's going on, mate? Oh, I'm doing well. Diane, g'day. Gaming bro. That's a good name to have. Gaming bro. I like that. Celtic with the pickle emojis. Someone told me about it a while back. Told you about Wally. Oh, the emoji. Okay, I'm keeping up. So what's the outcome? Oh, I'll have to wait and see, man. I live stream all sorts of stuff on the channel, just building my life up, right, man? So you have to subscribe to see the outcome long term. Watch it all come together. I'm trying to stream all of it. Marcus with another account. No, Marcus. No, you cooked your goose, mate. I warned you. You burnt that bridge, my friend. Sorry. Not sorry. My life has been good. I've been drinking. My life has been good. I've been drinking gasoline, though. Well, that's why your lawnmower won't start. Ain't got no gas in it. YouTubers just having fun. Oh, sometimes. No, I do a very different channel to most people on here. You know, I do a lot of work on stuff. It's all about self-improvement mindset, you know, getting better and being more positive in life. That's what I do on here, man. Hit the like if you haven't, guys. We nearly got 30 likes. We're close. You're a good guy. Easy to wind up. No, seriously. I've got back to fitness and changing jobs and looking for new tips and happy to share. You're looking for new tips occasionally. That's good, man. That's good. Make sure you use protection. Oh, no, I appreciate it, mate. Easy to wind up. No, I'm not easy to wind up. No, I'm a veteran troll, mate. I was a troll on the internet back in the days when my mother would yell at me and go, "Get off the internet, I need to use the phone." And if I didn't get off the internet, she would just pick the phone up off the hook until the internet disconnected. So, you know, I've been around the internet, mate. I'm pretty well accustomed to it. It's kind of part of being a YouTuber. You got to be able to play the game with the trolls. I'd prefer to be on here and just be real, raw, like just true conversation the entire time. But can't really do that due to some of the people we get fed in here. But I do appreciate it. Right, how much chat am I? Oh no, I've caught up on the chat almost. Bro, where was the notification? Didn't get one anyway. How's the Applebee? How's the apples be crunching? Yeah, Electra, I've done this is my 4th stream today, so a lot of people won't get notified, unfortunately. I think it only puts out 3 a day. But it's usually about the same time I'm on. L YouTuber W guy. Yeah. I'm not the greatest YouTuber. You like me top? Yeah, there's quite a good fitting one. It's just a cheapie, man. Just a cheap. Oh, I think it's a Hellenstein's one or something. It's like the cheapest off the shelf, whatever. I've always worn black t-shirts. I've always dressed like Sid from Toy Story. I know I look like Sid from Toy Story. You haven't seen it. Now you see it that I mentioned it. You know, the kid with the skull on his picture on him? Yeah, I look like Sid from Toy Story. I know. Top guy? Oh, thanks, mate. You're a nice man? Oh, I try to be. He's too old to troll now. Yeah, I've had to grow up. Yep, Holly. Yeah, I hear you. You know, I've got vegan friends as well, right? Like, you know, we don't get along on that one subject, but we get along about a bunch of other stuff. Crikey, Fabian, crikey. Good to see you, mate. How's it going, Wallaby, kangaroo, crikey, didgeridoo? And we all just looking for the light, mate. Hanging around. Oh, Marcus, good job. Yeah, crikey, yeah. Make sure you hit the like button for me. Marcus, you've really proven I gave you as a troll too many opportunities, my friend. We've now had to ban 3 accounts from you. I gave you opportunities for days to be in here and be a... I tried. Best YouTuber ever. What did I do? Well, I think I know what I did. What I did was I came on here and I'm just me, right? And I talk about whatever's going on in life, and I actually talk about the actual life and reality. Because that's what's valued, right? That's what's relatable to people, you guys on the other end of the world. You don't really want to see someone putting on an act and like, oh hey, acting like everything's amazing when it's not. You want a real conversation, right? So I think that's what's valuable. The channel is growing like crazy. I mean, I've been live 4 months and we've had over 2,000 subs now, so you guys are incredible. Obviously the channel is nothing without its viewership, so I appreciate all of you. Are there more sharks within 1 mile of the Oz coast than sheep in New Zealand? Oh, I wouldn't know, man. I tend not to think about such things. I tend not to let my mind wander too far or I get distracted too easily. Maybe use a live not a chatbot to reduce the trolls and spam. Give it commands. Yeah, I've got a couple of things in mind. I'm changing up a couple of things tomorrow, Jamie. But it is just the nature of YouTube. I mean, really, we get 95% good people, and then you get less, probably less than 5% of trolls, and that's what the mods are there for, bro. People are mostly stupid and rude. Yep. It's a crazy world, right? It's a crazy world, but you can always find your own people. Find the people you get along with. The world is full of a lot of crazy stuff going on, right? You want to narrow it down and find those right people. Lean into your hobbies. Do the things you enjoy. Go on your path, and if you go hiking, you'll find people who like hiking. You go ride motorbikes. You'll hang out with people who also like riding motorbikes. So you don't have to be around all the other people. Hello, sir. How are you, Shondell? Great to see you. I'm doing all right. We're up. What area of Australia am I from? New Zealand. Not quite Australia. We're a bit over there, a bit towards America. Gotta go now. Please say bye to Jamie. Yep. Jamie who pulls up the clip. Yep, that's a Joe Rogan reference there. Yep. Judge had Robo. Bye, Jamie. No, Susie, I was saying, whenever I get Susie to look something up, I'm like, Jamie, pull up the clip, because that's what Joe Rogan always says. He's got the guy Jamie works for him. What was the answer on the pie situation? What was it called again? Key lime pie. Okay, so what's in a lemon meringue type? Oh, key lime. Oh, yeah, with a slice of lime on top. Oh, the cream. Oh, look at that. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Would you just look at it? Would you just look at it? It's the first time I've ever done that. With actions with Jessa. Would you just look at it? I remember then when that guy was going viral around the internet for a while, just walking around stuff. Would you just look at it? Oh, wow. Yeah, a good one, uploader. Pull the clip. How'd I miss it? When was the last? Oh, ranted. I don't know, but I have zero interest in politics, man. My whole life is built around pretty much one philosophy. If I can't control it, I'm not going to worry about it. So I don't look at politics or any of that. It's beyond my control. I'm just I'll focus on my own life and doing the things I'm doing in my little short time on Earth. I'm not here to solve the entire world's problems. I'm not here to dedicate my life to staring at the world's problems. I'm here to live my life amongst that system. It's a different way of viewing it. Who's one of the emojis? I found another one. Oh, you go for gold there, Holly. You think Marcus will come back? Oh, probably. They always come back. No, Morpheus. No. I'm gonna go catch you soon. Appreciate it, Jamie. Yep. If I don't see you shortly, man. Have a great weekend with the family and all that, and church and that. Sounds like you got a great plan. Got it all laid out. Sounds like Sounds like a weekend you'll really enjoy, mate. Frank says, hopefully not. Wife looks nice today, mate. Yeah, oh, she looks nice every day, mate. I'm blessed. I'm blessed with that one. Lemon ice. Sorry, the dog has lost his mind rolling around. You're right there, Zed. One sec. You're right there? Hey, you're right, you're just spazzing, you're having a roll around. Dude, you're gonna, are you alright? Are you okay? Are you just, zoned out dreaming or what? You're waiting into, okay. You're just, alright, I'm just making sure you're alright after the choking the other day. Yeah, Zed's just having a moment of being Zed.
Does he need to be let out?
No, he's just rolling around on his bed like a spaz, and then he'd buried his nose up and the bed had rolled over him, and he's just trying to breathe into it rather than move. Nick asks, how are you, Susie?
Yeah.
Tired and stressed, but she's doing alright. Just more responsibilities at work and stuff. Got a promotion and that, so she's a bit overwhelmed this week. No, I don't know, I'm alright. Marcus appeared again. I'm right here watching. Always watching, Wazowski. Always watching. 23-19. Celtic. You want to get him? Celtic or Frank, can you get Marcus's new account there? We got a 23-19. 23-19. 23-19. If anybody gets that reference, I'll be impressed.
Shave all your hair off now.
Oh, I got to shave my hair. Oh no, the phone's leaning on the shave. I can't do it. You're tired and in pain. Oh dear, Nick. You got to get some rest, mate. Is your wife single? Wow, that's a hell of a statement. I told you, we really, we should just get on the other website and make all the money. We'll just sell our souls. We'll dress up as yaks or something. $5 a month. We'll just dress up as yaks. Nobody will know. It'll work out. Well, all the girls who do it, they have Porsches and stuff. And I don't have a Porsche. Anyway. Hey man, how are you? Yeah, I'm doing alright. Click, I'm doing alright, mate. We're flowing along, we're just having an evening chat. Heidi, go lie down, dog. It's enough from you, dog. Yeah, I don't care, you're gonna grumble at me. It's enough, I'm busy. You mean rude, mud? You need to sort it out, alright? Yeah. Zed's just being an idiot, rolling around his bed like a spastic, but he's alright. Having a morning cup of tea and awake. Oh, are you, Frank? Alright, give us a moment, would you, Frank? Frank the Tank! 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 Yes. We do love Frank here. Frank is doing very well lately. Frank's got himself a new job. All the stuff going on. We've got a lot of good people in the chat. Their lives are aiming upward, mate. That's what this chat's all about, aiming up in life. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. You're my boy, Blue. You're my boy. You hate Will Ferrell. Hate is a very strong word, mate. You know, you can dislike somebody. You don't have to watch them. They're not really forced upon you. You know what I mean? Hate is a very strong word. You know, he's not your thing, but you don't need to hate him. I enjoy some of his stuff. Some of his stuff I find cringe. Some of it I enjoy. It's like Adam Sandler. Some of it I enjoy. Some of it, yeah. I did. Was it yesterday or the day before that we watched? Brain movie. The Waterboy. We rewatched The Waterboy. I don't know, a couple of days ago. Yeah, we're talking about it on here. We were making some Waterboy references on here. Oh yeah. Well, that's I sorry. Yeah. Thank you for the clarification, Frank. Yeah. Frank's new job. He wasn't out of a job, and he's upgrading. He's coming up in the world as old Frank. I don't know. Something's happening. Frank seems happy. Frank seems fulfilled. I don't know. 28 quid an hour. Oi. Rolling in it, Frank. I don't like this girl named Regan. She's so rude. Well, that's all right, Rose. You don't, again, like the same thing I said about the other thing. You don't have to associate with people you don't like. Like this guy's saying he hates Will Ferrell. And you're saying you don't like a girl named Regan. She's rude. So try and stay away from these people as best you can. Was there a comment before that, Rose, that I missed? Is this someone you work with or something? No, you said hi and there was a girl called Regan you don't like. Well, then just don't associate with her, mate. Simple. Sometimes you might have to bump into each other if you're, in school or something, or work together. I don't know, but you can not get along with people. Like this happens in a workplace a lot, right? There's all kinds of people with different lives. You're not meant to be friends with all your co-workers. Sometimes you can be, but sometimes you just you be polite to people, but you don't. You can pick the people you're around in this world. My ex's sister was named Regan, and my friend's mum was named Regan. So it was confusing because they were pronounced different. One spelled R-E-G-A-N and one R-E-A-G-A-N. Oh, God. I feel like life isn't treating me fairly at the moment. Life will never be fair. Accept it. Rather than be annoyed that life seems unfair, life is unfair. You want proof life is unfair? Life is unfair because if you sell your soul, if you lie, cheat, steal, if I came on here and just put on a big act and made whatever, right? That's how you get immense wealth and shit. These are people who like run the world, and they're the worst people around. Have everything, right? But they don't have their morals. They don't have their integrity. I'll stay poor. It's all right. Life is shit for me. My back is screwed, so I'm just in constant chronic pain. Sarissa, I would suggest a carnivore diet, mate. I would suggest a full ketogenic carnivore diet. Will alleviate a lot of that for you, to drop the inflammation that's giving you the pain. I think did we talk about this with you, Saracen Hunter, about looking into Dr. Sean Baker, because that's exactly why he was advising carnivore diet to his patients. He was an osteopathic surgeon, right, doing all these kind of surgeries for all these joint problems and stuff. And he basically got fired from the hospital because he was telling everybody to do a diet, then they didn't need the surgery. So that's definitely the best place to look into for that. You're just new here? Yeah, Dr. Sean Baker, if you want to write that down. Sean with a W. Dr. Sean Baker, S-H-A-W-N. And he's done stuff on Joe Rogan and that. The other one to look up would be, can somebody type this out? Can somebody type this out for Sarissa, please? Celtic, if you can, or something. Who am I thinking of? Michaela Peterson, but yeah, if you can just check the spelling for her, Celtic or somebody. Somebody can check that, because I can't type when I'm here. But Michaela Peterson, which is Jordan Peterson's daughter, she had all these problems. She had hips replaced at like 14 and stuff like that, right? Multiple arthritic joints replaced. And pure carnivore diet took away all. Her experience is really interesting. Of both Jordan Peterson and his daughter Michaela did podcasts on Joe Rogan about carnivore diet, as has Dr. Sean Baker. So, it's basically the diet of top athletes and stuff to avoid that inflammation. Yeah, animal-based diet, like on the high animal-based diets, right? So like D-Bird Men of Action is on that kind of diet. As much as I dislike the guy and he treated me very poorly, this is the diet. That guy Do Hard Things, who holds plank and does, consecutive push-ups in a row, 1,200 plus a day. He could not do that without a carnivore diet. But as I say, I highly dislike that fella. That's the only person I actually really thoroughly dislike on YouTube as a complete grifter. But anyway, we won't focus on that. There's a lot of people on YouTube Live. You should, I do suggest people, Google their names. and what they're actually about versus what they present on YouTube. It'll tell you a lot very quickly. Hopefully in 20 minutes on D-Bird's stream. Yeah, Frank. Yeah. I'm going to try and catch D. Usually, I'm not usually so much there for D's workouts now, but I'm there for the chat after or his later evening chat. I try and be there to mod that for him. Wait, am I on an RV? I am, Airbus. Airbus 321. Or you like your planes. Hey, Airbus, I got to ask, mate, because I'm autistic, right? And I know my fixation on things. When your name on YouTube is Airbus A321 XLR, I'm going to guess you here, and the algorithm has brought you to my channel because you maybe have a splash of the tism, if that's your YouTube name. Would that be a fair assumption? I hope so. Let's see if I've got that correct. Some people see better doing keto and some kind of will just go in total different directions. Yeah, they found that out with Michaela Peterson. They had to cut out just like everything. They cut literally everything and then reintroduced piece by piece, you know. That's where I found out bread was really harmful to me. Take care of your body, you only get one. Yeah, I hear you, Sarissa, I hear you. I know Airbus might have left before I addressed him there, unfortunately. You're back, John? Great to have you here, John. Carnival change your husband and your life for the better. Yeah, Holly, yeah. I'm gonna watch Old School. Peace out, bruv. Is that a channel or the movie? There was a movie called Old School, wasn't there? Yeah. Let me know before you go. What is Old School? Is it a channel or a series or a movie? Airbus. Yeah. I like that name. You had the full Airbus, you had the picture of the plane and everything. Got me excited. You love RVs. Alright. And planes too, of course, right? So this is what got my brain thinking, man. It's like the moment you come up with the name Airbus, and you're like, you're excited by a caravan. It's like you like this round kind of shape of things, eh? It's very cool, man. Love RVs. It's good. Yeah, eventually, I've never taken a trip on the road in this thing, right? I bought it to live in while I build a cabin and a garage and stuff. Eventually, I'm gonna when this does go on the road, I've got to gut it all out. Like, it didn't have a front window in it when I got it. Like, it was covered up with a board of wood. Like, this was a very cheap caravan, but the cooker worked, the fridge worked. It suited my needs while I built a cabin and stuff, right? So that was the best decision I could make in the moment. I went, oh, well, I'll get a caravan rather than a tiny home, or rather than a little box trailer or something, you know, or a rented cabin, very basic. I went, I'll get a caravan first and then go from there, you know. Because at the end of it, you know, you've got cabins on site that I build, and you know, I've got a caravan I can travel in, so it's kind of. Old School's a movie with Frank the Tank. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember it now. I definitely. Has it got It doesn't have What's his actual name? Is it Tim Allen? Is there Tim Allen in it? Or am I tripping today? Heard so much good stuff about it. I figured I'd try it for a weekend to did it turn into years. Yeah, Holly. Yeah, same sort of experience with me with carnivore diet. As I say, I stick so close to it now. Like I've fallen back into keto in the last couple of days because I'm just like I eat that way, and I usually just top it off with a bit of milk, or we get a butter chicken, or I have a bag of potato chips or cheeky something. You know, you'll see it on here when it becomes a mukbang when I get snacky and bust out the chips and dip. And I've been really good. I've had is that a full tub of ice cream we got still?
Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much a full tub of ice cream. How long's it been there? About 3 months.
It's been like too cold to have it.
It's never too cold. It's never too cold for ice cream. It's like it's never too hot for a cup of tea. The best thing on a hot day when it's a scorching hot day is a cup of tea to cool you off. Yeah, Tim Allen's Home Improvement, but he was in Wild Hogs, and then I thought he was in the movie Old School. I'm trying to remember the movie Frank the Tank with Old School. I'm trying to remember who's in it. I have seen it. I'm sorry. This is good. This is good because now I can rewatch it. My problem with movies is it usually takes me 5 or 10 years to forget a movie. Like, I can't watch a movie and be like, oh, that was all right. Like, you know, I'll watch a movie I really like a lot, but every movie I watch, I'll remember it for like 5, 10 years. It's like I can remember everything that's notable that happens, so I kind of have to just leave them to be able to enjoy them again. Yeah, Celtic Warrior there has put a thing about it. If anybody wants to look up carnivore diet stuff, just screenshot that, your power button and your low volume button usually. And yeah, Michaela Peterson is the correct spelling there. If you look up her talking about carnivore diet on Joe Rogan and stuff, some really interesting stuff. Yeah, Blizzard, I got some, but they're working down in the mines at the moment. So you know, they're not so happy at the moment. So you just have to wait on that. All right, is that all right? This is you know, this is what they call delayed gratification and sacrifice, right? Like, I'm not going to bother putting a curtain up here. I can tuck a blanket in the window. As I say, the whole caravan needs refitting. The goal is to get everything else built, not to have a, you know, this is a delayed gratification is living in a blimmin' caravan. I definitely would like to travel in a caravan, but I think after living in one for 3 years, I think this thing will be stripped out and I'll rebuild it all. I'm going to do it all like dark greys, modernise it all, right, so it doesn't look like an old blimmin' English cottage. But you know, I don't think I'd want to travel in it for a couple of years, to be honest. I think I'm a bit sick of this space after 3 years in it. You're back again, John? Yeah, is that all you say, John? Is you say I'm back? Rediscovering doom metal? Oh, nice, mate. Okay, name me your top 3 doom metal artists, and I will screenshot it and I will look it up. I will listen to some of this. I did like a fair bit of metal back in my day. Got a job interview on Monday for a dispensary. Oh, there you go. Dream job there. Dream job. Dream job for modern. Oh, it's got Will Ferrell, Luke Wilson, Vince Vaughn, and the black guy played stuff like. Yeah. Maybe I haven't fully watched that one yet. I think it was on Netflix. It's not that old, right? It's like 2 or 3 years old. It was on Netflix. I think I watched maybe a third of it. I think I've seen some of it. Or I was half asleep watching. You know those movies you put on that you just doze off 20 minutes into? Or you're in and out of consciousness. You're kind of half watching it, but yeah. I have to give it a watch. Why do you look like Austin? Austin who, mate? Austin who? I'll need a last name on that one. You want to be a drag queen? Well, you could do that if you like. Whatever makes you happy, mate. I suppose. You know, you don't need other people's approval to be yourself, so it's up to you, isn't it, mate? I'm just, as you can see, I'm being harassed. You can imagine, there's a dog here. Hello. Have you had enough attention yet? You're a menace, you know that? You're an absolute menace, dog. Good. Leave your mother alone. Like a big chicken nugget, this thing, I tell you. Can we? What's the phone with balance? I need a little tiny tripod for here because my phone always tries to fall over. Joining in to do some decluttering alongside the stream today. What are you guys tackling right now? Well, we're not doing a declutter right now, but I do appreciate that, you know. Yes, we do. We will do a stream tomorrow. Actually, I'm doing some decluttering. I've got all the bins in the middle of the garage in a space stacked up. All these bins of random car parts that I went, I'll shove them in the corner and stack them again. I'm like, no, we're gonna go through it. Some of that stuff's going to be a bit tough to go through because a lot of it is stuff that came from my friend who passed away and got all his car parts and tools and stuff off the family. But But yeah, that guy was like a second father to me who died of cancer. So yeah, it's going to be a bit tough going through a lot of his stuff. But a lot of it is just honestly, a lot of it is just he threw everything on the shelf, and a lot of it I just don't need, or it's junk, you know. So it's going to be a bit tough to go through that stuff, but it has to be done. It has to be done. So I think that's why those bins are sat for years, and like they were all under the workbench. I just never addressed them, you know. Hope all is well with you both. Just want to say hello. Yeah, going well. Thank you. Very grateful. Yes, and very grateful to have you here, mate. Yeah, things are going alright. How about yourself? How are you going in the world? Very grateful. What's some good news, or if you have anything you want to talk about? Queen of the Desert came to mind. Okay. Alright, I'll check that out, mate. Getting into Electric Wizard. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, I can't remember track names, but yes, I did listen to some Electric Wizard. I do recall that one. I recall. I can't recall the songs off the top of my head, but I can recall the name. I definitely listened to some of it. Got it. In the meantime, how's your week been going? Cherno was apparently feeding AI stuff about my channel and using it to respond to me, which is quite funny. I do like that. It would land better if I niched down to one type of content, but when it's all about decluttering and a bit of push-ups and a bit of this, a bit of that, mate, yeah. I figured out you sound a little bit like Alfie Solomons, okay? Who are all these people I've never heard of? How sheltered am I out in the country here? Like, I don't... I'm Bruce. Fish are friends, not food. Fish are friends, not food. No, Bruce, you're doing so good. What? Would you shut up? What? Okay, I'll stop. It's enough Finding Nemo. Fuck's sake. Peaky Blinders character. I haven't seen it, but I've seen clips. Yeah, I've seen a lot of clips of Peaky Blinders, but I haven't watched it. Yeah, I haven't watched that. I never watched Breaking Bad. I haven't seen Lord of the Rings. I've seen Harry Potter. Oh, old Fluffy. I can't do the Hagrid voice well. I'm gonna have to work on a Hagrid voice if I'm gonna talk about Harry Potter. You're over 2K subs, well done. Thank you very much, Link. Yeah, I hit that about 4 days ago, I think, man. Thank you for that, bro. Yeah, it's been a journey, man. Been a journey. Just another one of those, great little sort of markers of success, man. How's things on your channel there, Links for you? Are you not doing as many lives these days, Links for you? Because I used to always be a good timing to catch your lives. I've been missing heaps of people's lives. Like I always used to catch Gravity Core Fitness's live. And then I keep missing it. I don't know if he's changed his schedule or what. I checked his channel and it just says last live 2 days ago or 6 days ago and stuff. And I'm like, oh, like, is he streaming less? Has he changed his time? Yeah, I just don't know. There's a whole heap of streams I'm trying to catch. And, whenever I look, people aren't on. Dobby impression. The Precious, yes. I used to do a real good Dobby. Not Dobby. No, I'm thinking Gollum. What am I doing? You've lost. Yeah, I don't know where I went there. I must be overtired, guys. Hang on. Why did I go to Smeagol Gollum instead of Dobby? Master has given Dobby a sock. Master has given Dobby a sock. I used to do a real good Dobby. I have to practice my Dobby now as well. I'm sorry for the Smeagol, and it was a really poor Gollum too. I've messed it all up because I was talking about Lord of the Rings as well. But your brain throws loops sometimes, doesn't it? Am I the only one that's that doofy? Like, what's the doofiest thing you guys have done this week? What's the most smooth brain moment you've had this week where you've just done something dumb and you're just like, oh, I did that. What is it? Your brain just wandered off and did something stupid. You gotta wonder about yourself sometimes, eh? It's like, really? Did I just... Caught me. I'm using AI to help me brain dump good questions because my brain is scared today. But I'm genuinely here watching and learning. Well, that's good, Cherdo. But it was pretty good to skim by the mods there with that one beforehand. But no, you're all right now. You're all right now. But yeah, skimming by the mods, doing that. It's good that you're learning. What could I help you with, Cherdo? What do you feel you need help with the most there, Cherno? What do you want to learn about? What do you feel you need to learn about or solve in your life? How can I help you, mate? That's what I do here, mate. Channel pretty quiet. Yeah, like you got a really good channel there, bro. I'm just trying to think how you can get more traction. Like chats like this, man, where people can actually get to know you, will mean people are going to come and watch your content. Like I got to know you a bit. It was like from your lives, I got to chat with you a bit, sort of, one to one and that, and the shed and that got me watching more of like the horses and a bit of everything else and making sure I tuned in. Yeah, I know they can be pretty tricky, bro, but the chats are really good, and you meet, as you see here, I meet a lot of great people. You get the old trolls and stuff, but yeah, basically, if you can just ignore the trolls and you get some good mods, and I'd happily mod for you if you're on when I'm not. Hey, kids, I'll get you, bro. We can do that. But yeah, just if it depends what you want to do with it, man. Like either way, it depends how much you want to build the channel. You've definitely got, the GoPros, the DJI Mic. You got all the gear to build something really good. But it's really tricky to do a genuine channel on YouTube and grow, when you're just doing real content. But there is an audience for it. It's just it's basically there's all this brain rot on YouTube, and there's all these kids and stuff, and all these people looking for brain rot content. So when you make real content, YouTube's like, well, here's 1,000 viewers, but 990 of the viewers each day, apart from your regulars, are just people who aren't going to be interested in your content. So it dumps 50 people in who aren't really interested in your kind of content, and then they just leave. So that's kind of the hard one to manage with it. So just make sure you maybe rethink the category you put yourself in on YouTube. You can change that in Desktop Studio, and maybe change category. Just different hashtags and stuff. Going through all your videos, making sure the titles and stuff and hashtags and stuff are all like making a image of the channel that the algorithm can pick up. It's like it really knows who to show your channel to. But that's my take on it. That's what I've been learning, really, is just, but these chats, I think, really, meet people where they're at, rather than finding me, like, when I'm in the garage or something, like, they don't know what I'm really about, Honestly, don't have the guts to go live. You always have a positive vibe when I watch. I appreciate it, very grateful. Yeah, honestly, I don't have the guts to go live either. That's the secret to it, is I don't have the guts to go live. I spent 10 years considering doing a YouTube channel, and my thinking was always around it being a faceless YouTube channel of how can I get big on YouTube without putting myself on YouTube. It was in the back of my mind for years, and it was when I understood that it's bigger than me, and what I do here isn't about me and how I feel. It's about me and my story of depression and alcoholism and all my struggles, and I don't want other people to feel that way. How can I help other people? So that's why I put myself out there. Like, I don't want to be on camera like this. This is me facing my biggest fear, really. Like, my biggest fear was putting myself out there on YouTube, probably, like this. So you get used to it. I don't know. Just don't care what anybody thinks, I guess, and you find your right people and stuff. So, well, I do definitely struggle with it a bit at first, but it was just like, oh, well, we're doing it. Because I always like a challenge, right? I like to, you gotta face your fears and that. But yeah, I regardless, you have your own value as well. Very grateful, dropping comments like you do. Even your name is a great introduction to you, and then your messages completely align with that, and you're a great vibe to have in the channel. So you do you. Up to you, mate. But yeah, am I in a camper? Yes, I am in a camper. Or working on the motorcycles. Yeah, we do that as well, modern. Yeah, exactly. Like somebody finds me, I'm working on a motorcycle, and then they see me live later at night, and we're talking like deep mental health topics or something, or self-improvement, so bit of everything on this channel. Your biggest fear is spiders. Also, so the centipedes are pretty scary as well. Yeah, I've heard they can be. But I don't think you got too much to worry about there, Rand. I don't think there's too many places in the world with like big centipedes or anything. I think you're pretty safe. Don't worry, save money and live a good life. Well, you don't want to save. Saving money is good, but you also, to live a good life, sometimes you got to spend money. You gotta allow yourself rewards, right? You can't just punish yourself. So as long as you're filling your cup with rewards and things you enjoy as well, yeah. But you gotta get out and live. But yeah, Rand, I wouldn't worry too much about it, mate. Depression is a choice, says Izumi. Depression is a choice, is your statement. I think depression in itself isn't a choice. I think it's something people find themselves in. I would say that being able to face your depression and being able to build discipline when you're depressed and be in that state and just go, I'm going to put 10 minutes at this today. As shit as I feel, I'm going to put 10 minutes at it is better than no minutes. Of 5 minutes at that thing I'm avoiding is better than overthinking about it for hours, and then hating myself. I think building new evidence gets you out of that depression. Earth has been controlled by reptilians and grey aliens for thousands of years. Possibly, man, but it doesn't affect my day to day. It's I don't have time in my life to be looking at all those things, mate. I've got to build my life. We have a very short time on Earth. The human lifespan is very short. If I spend my life worrying about the greys and the reptilians and what's in Antarctica and something, just going about my life, man. Oh, Susie leave a message. That's rare. Wow. Good job on that one. No, I never fall asleep. I like to keep eye contact with her while she's doing it.
Oh dear.
All this projection from these trolls. Depression definitely isn't a choice. Who would choose that? Yeah. I understand he's trying to make quite an obtuse statement there, right? Depression definitely isn't a choice. Who would choose that? No, yeah. I think it's when you hit that rock bottom, when you're in that state, I think it's it's not a choice to be there. It's the mind is struggling, right? So you work your way out of it gradually and with some compassion for yourself, and you can definitely like I mean I've had depression since I was 8 years old. And I was a happy kid, but I was still depressed. Like I was out playing on my bike all the time, building tree huts. I was a Boy Scout. I was always active, whatever. But when I was at home in bed alone, the thoughts in my head, I was depressed out of my mind at times. It's a bit, part and parcel. It's still there now. No matter how successful I am now, I can have an amazing day and wake up the next day, and for no apparent reason, the millisecond I wake up, I literally my first thought in my head, the millisecond I wake up is, man, I just wish I was building none of this. Wish I had none of it. I don't want the dogs. I don't want anything. I want to be on the other side of the world. And that's how my brain fires up for the day. And I have to catch that and be like, whoa, let's back that up, bro. Let's back that up. Let's have a little sip of water, have a coffee, and not lean into that, not let it go there. It sucks, bro. I know. I think you're a legend. I appreciate that, Hads. I appreciate it, man. I figured the best thing I can do on YouTube is put the story out there, try relate to people genuinely, right? Rather than like acting like I relate or understand. It's the only way I can do it is by being truthful and open about myself and my life, and I don't care about sharing it because I know it's going to help other people. Some people laugh at me and this and that and whatever, but that doesn't matter. That's not who it's for, right? So I put out myself how I do real for the people who it's going to help. In your coaching, I'll clarify very quickly. I'm not a professional coach. I'm not I do have to disclaim this every once in a while, guys. Like, I'm not a professional coach. I'm not a therapist. I'm not any of these things. I'm just a dude on YouTube, who's battled with ADHD, depression, autism, and stuff, and just had to learn a lot about myself to sort of function in the world. So I just try to help the next man or woman, right? But yeah, carry on. In your coaching, what's the most common false assumption people hold about productivity that actually keeps them stuck in paralysis? Man, what a question. That's phenomenal, man. Usually I wouldn't pin a question. I would pin a response of some kind. That'll be the first time I've ever actually pinned a question because it's such a brilliant question. Now, the answer. In your coaching, what is the most common false assumption people hold about productivity that actually keeps them stuck in paralysis? Right as the dog starts licking, of course. And doing that. Yeah. Well, I'm trying to be I was in deep thought there, dog. I really was. Did you not see the little puff of smoke come out my ears? Most common false assumption people hold about productivity that actually keeps them stuck in paralysis. That they view the whole task, right? They're trying to bite off the whole task. It's overthinking in your head and being in that paralysis, and it's like I've got all this to do, and like this priority thing, it's going to take blah blah hours, so why even start? Things like that, the things you tell yourself to avoid it, right? Because you might look at a job that's going to take 100 hours. I've got stuff here, I've got goals in my head that I overthink about and stress about that are going to take me 2 years of daily work and progress to get there, right? So I'm hard on myself with it, but it's literally just you can get out of it 10 minutes at a time. You lower the barrier of entry between you and what you're avoiding. Anybody can do what they want to do. Like if you get home and you feel like ice cream, how easy is it for you to go to the freezer, get out a bowl, get a scoop, get ice cream and eat ice cream? It's very easy, right? Because it's what you want in that moment, for example. Versus the things you don't want to do, your brain is trying to put in all these barriers between you and the thing, and it's holding you there. But we know that doesn't work, and we're stuck in that task paralysis, trying to get out of it, trying to get it done, right? So lower the barrier of entry is the best method. Is I'm going to put 10 minutes. I'm going to put 10 minutes at it. If I'm not into it after 10 minutes, I'm going to walk away and do something else. Maybe it's something you enjoy instead. Maybe you do something more, easier for you, right? But typically, once you get that first 10 minutes in, you can solve all the things that you've been thinking about for hours. Like the cabin, I got the cabin structure built and I stared at it for like over a month, 2 months. Every time I walked past it, I'd overthink. I'd stare out the window here and I'd be like, how am I going to solve this problem? I put that bracket wrong. I've designed all this wrong. How am I going to solve it? Blah, blah, blah. And I tortured myself for weeks, among other tasks and stuff. Whenever I came to that, tortured myself for weeks. The moment I put 10 minutes at it and went, I'm going to just figure out how I'm going to put those 2 little bits of wood on there for the cladding. And I grabbed the ladder, I got up there, and within 5 minutes, I had 2 bits of wood cut and screwed on, and the problem is solved, right? But I tortured myself with 40 hours, 50 hours of self-hate and overthinking for something that when I actually confronted it, I was able to solve in 5 or 10 minutes, right? So even when you feel really overwhelmed, I went out there stressed, like, oh, right, but I'm just going to try put 10 minutes at it, and no matter how effed in the head I am, I learned this from Jordan Peterson, no matter how broken I am, no matter how much I'm struggling right now, no matter how upset I am, can I put 10 minutes at this thing? It might be a 100-hour task you need to do, but if you can put 10 minutes at it, then it might progress into 2 or 3 hours, or you do something else, maybe you come back to it a couple of hours later. Put 10 minutes at it again, Progress is progress. It's the small, consistent actions that add up, not the beating yourself up, hating yourself, burning yourself into the ground, and then I'm gonna burst like crazy and I'm motivated, and then after 4 days you burn yourself out again, and then you're depressed and you feel like you're just stuck in a loop. If I get heaps done, but then I just crash down. Then when you're down there, it's like, oh, why bother trying again? Because I know after 4 days I'm just gonna crash again, right? So it's just about regulating it and just little movements, little bits of progress. Any bit of progress counts. It all adds up. If you take care of the pennies, the pounds will look after themselves, right? You take care of the cents, and the dollars will look after themselves, So it's just a bit of consistency each day, and you'll start to see that progress. And as you see those little bits of progress of, well, I'm still doing a lot more than I was, I'm not overthinking so much, and you're creating new evidence to go against that voice and that narrative in your head, I hope that's somewhat of an answer. I tried my best. If that helped you at all, hit the like button if that advice helped you in some way. There's something in there for you. But the question there was, if you've just joined us, was in your coaching, what is a common false assumption people hold about productivity that keeps them stuck in task paralysis? So that's what I've found has worked for me. I've tried a lot of different stuff in self improvement that for years, so that really served me. A professional experiencer, yep. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Susie's sort of kind of pointed that out to me of like the amount of stuff I've done in the last. Like I often beat myself up as a failure and this and that and whatever, and I haven't done a lot of things I want to do. And then like Susie reminds me of the stuff I've done in like the last 20 years, and she's like, you've done a lot, dude. And friends have reminded me as well. They're like, dude, you've been all over the country. You've been doing this, that. You've been out living the whole 20 years. I was like, I think I focus on the years I spent video gaming and really depressed and buried in my room and whatever, right? But that was sort of in the midst of it. I'm definitely glad I'm back to my old ways now. Jeez, dog. Fire in the hole. Damn dog. Oh. This is what I get for giving my dogs grain-free biscuits. Oh. Dude. It's not enough to solve it. Oh, damn dog. My dog's using gas warfare against me in his sleep, apparently. Oh, mate. Really gets in the nostrils, that, I'll tell you. Valina, life gave me a lot of lessons. I had to learn to stop waking up pissed off. I probably broke 10 bedroom doors in my lifetime. I haven't broken one in the last 7 years. So, all right, Celtic, you said you had to learn. Tell us about it, Celtic. What do you feel helped you with that? Like, do you still wake up with a thought that way and you can correct it quickly, like I was saying, or did you figure out a way to stop it from happening in the first place? Because that I would be very interested in. It's a good question. I know I'm always moving. Maybe having a helicopter in my bottoms. Appreciate that, Valina. What's the answer? Say the answer to that question is deep down, and if you don't feel like you're working hard enough, yeah. And really, we're all working more than we should be. Yeah, Gabrielle, yeah. You're not wrong. El Guapo, great to see you again, El Guapo. I do not like the name El Guapo because I remember I said it at my old flat. I told you this months ago. My old flat, he had Corporal Klinger was the ginger cat that came and like sat on his. It walked in his window while he was video gaming, and just sat on his lap. And then like 2 months later, Corporal Klinger wandered in. Corporal Klinger was the ginger one, and then the second cat one day just wandered in the door with his cat, and he just ended up owning that one too, and he named it El Guapo. I remember that. Oh, geez, man, that's, yeah, like, I was about 21 years old then. I'm 39 now, but I do remember I used to live with a cat called El Guapo. And,
Do you not like it?
No, I liked it. No, I liked it. And the other one was, the ginger one was called Corporal Klinger because all it ever did was cuddle you. All it would ever do was cling on to you, so it was named Corporal Klinger. My burnout lasts me months, ADHD, OCD, expel energy. Yep, Sonny, yep, for sure. So I had that same problem with, with ADHD especially, right? I've had burnouts like that for months as well. And the way I stay out of them now is, and they recommend this with neurodivergent, like normal self-improvement and neurodivergent self-improvement for people with trauma, PTSD, ADHD, anything like that are completely different things. Which is why when people try and look into self-improvement, when they've got any of these things, they get all this information, they try it, and all these people are going, it's working for me, and they're like, well, this isn't working for me, and they feel like they've failed, but it's not them failing, that's that whole system of self-improvement is built, and hard grind and all this is built for a normal neurotypical brain. It's not built for neurodivergence. So what I focus on is neurodivergent self-improvement, which is when you feel when you've got that consistency, you're grinding hard, whatever. It's like, if I do another 3 days of this, I know I'm going to burn myself out, and not pushing through that burnout of just dialing things back. You still look after the things you have to look after, but just dial it back until you feel you can stick that throttle down again. It's like coming into a corner, but you get off the gas, you sort of coast through it a bit. You'll give it a bit of gas through the corner, but you don't come into a corner at full throttle and just turn it. Everywhere you go, you go to turn to a side road, you let off the gas, you use the brakes, you turn it, you put a little bit of gas on, you just flow it, then you're ready for the next hill or whatever, right? But if you're just throwing it around, but that's how you wrap the car around a tree, it's the same way you burn out a human body is when you're getting all the warning signs to stop and you don't listen. If your body's going to give you warning signs like, hey, I'm going to hit burnout, and you're like, yeah, whatever, we got to keep going, your body is going to go like, we're going to burn out, and it's going to give you more warning signs, and then eventually it's just going to go, right, we're down for months because you won't stop. So it will literally essentially give you health problems to make you stay and recover. It's about compounding momentum. Small tasks eliminate friction early, so execution compounds over time instead of requiring massive willpower. Damn, bro. Are you pacing from AI again? I hope not. But yes, that is exactly it, Cherno. I'm going to make sure I screenshot that, mate. Can you screenshot the pinned comment for me, love? It's a great question there, man. I'm really glad you asked that. Heidi stop button. Oh, I think that was a Z one. I think that was a Z fart, to be honest. That was the dog that ripped that one. Heidi, as much as Heidi is German, I don't think she could ever unleash anything like that. I think it was Z. Might have been hit by another one, actually, to be honest. That's why my face is scunching. If I stagnate too long, I will have depression, so I have to keep going all the time. But there is another solid coin, adrenaline addiction, so balancing is hard for me. Try movement, Valina. Movement is really helpful. So, like a bicycle or going for a drive, or for me riding motorcycles, it's that movement helps kind of calm us down, soothe us, and heal that trauma. It's something with neurodivergent brains, people really get soothed by it. By movement and the more risky activities. That's what we're looking for, Valina, is dopamine, right? Dopamine. I mean, this isn't obviously just ADHD. This is just normal brains as well. You're pursuing dopamine. Without dopamine, you're gonna feel sad. Put simply. So this is what the world now sells us as fake dopamine. It's the feel good chemical essentially, and you can get it through working out and stuff, and you can earn it and through achievement, or you're like, if you're not motivated, if you put away your phone in a cupboard for 10 minutes and sit there. That's another thing as well, right? If you're struggling with task paralysis, sit there in silence without any electronics for 10 minutes. So sit here like this for 10 minutes and go like that, and you tell me you don't want to get up and do something. And that's how long it can take for your body to be like, I need some dopamine. And usually your body is like, okay, so you scroll something, you watch something, you eat something, you make a coffee, you do anything but, you're all trying to build up stimulant, right? Where it's really going to come from is the work you're doing, and that's where it's going to drive off, right? Hello, Mark, Susie, and dogs. G'day, Kurt. How are you, mate? Great to see you. I'm glad you caught the stream. I get nicknamed Klopp from a family in New Zealand. I'm half German. You guess you're a ginger cat? Could be, Valina, could be. Spooky biker, hey bro. What? I am a motorcyclist myself there, Spooky biker. What do you ride, mate? Tell me more. Is that a motorcycle? The picture's small. What are you riding, mate? What are you riding? I do a bit of track, road, all sorts, mate. What do you got going on there? One challenge you can do, I will super chat $50. Oh no. I'm hoping this is a good challenge, Spooky, because I see Spooky biker and I got all excited at another motorcyclist in the chat. You're exactly right, thank you. Oh, most welcome, Sonny. Any follow-up questions, anything you need, mate? Just let me know. But yeah, just be kind to yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. It's just when you go in, just check when it's like, I know if I go like this a couple more days, I'm done, right? I'm gonna burn myself out, and just throttle back, man. Throttle back. You banned me, tough guy. Where's the girlfriend? Nah, she's there, mate. I didn't ban you. If I banned you, you wouldn't be here. I might have timed you out. Did we time you out? Let me check. Channel activity. Timeouts. 1. You banned me, tough guy. The last thing you said I timed you out for was, does Susie have a black eye? Can I see her face? She's got a black eye from what? An actual punch in the face was what you were saying the other day. And I was talking about getting a Honda Goldwing, and you said, so you're unemployed, fuck your Goldwing, bro. I would steal your BMX. I'm subscribing. Yes, you're a great addition to the chat, mate. I can see every message you ever wrote, right? You do realise that. Ever tried to sound Australian? Your voice sucks. My voice doesn't suck, mate. I know all about the windy dindies, the crocodiles, the kangaroos, the alligators, mate. Didgeridoo, shrimp on a barbie, mate. Ooh. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Anyway, do you have any surveillance cameras where you live? Yeah, they're called eyes, mate. Oaken, great to see you again, mate. What's the accent? It is so spicy. It's such a spicy little accent. Oh, and get everybody excited today. Life without alcohol is so much fucking easier. It is, Matt. It is, right? It gives you that clarity, right? You wake up the next day, you don't feel like shit. You don't feel like you let yourself down, and your mind isn't living munted. Yep, I feel it. 50 likes. Thank you very much, chat. Much appreciated. Yep. As I say, I still have a bit occasion when we go get a buttered chicken or something, but I literally limit myself to 1 drink. We're waiting for the takeaway. We're hanging out. Awesome stream today, but I got to head out now. Appreciate the breakdown on task compounding. Catch you on the next live. Look forward to tomorrow. Thank you very much, Cherno. It's been a pleasure, mate. Thank you for joining us. And yeah, great to have you join the channel. Thank you for the great question. It was I pinned up Cherno's question there. How old am I? I'm 39. I'm 39. I'm 50 in May next year, so I'm getting old. I definitely got some goals I'm trying to chase. 40. Did I say 50? Yeah. Wow, I really must be tired, guys. I'm 39. I'm turning 40 next May. You don't look 39 at all. I appreciate it, mate. I appreciate it. Yeah, trying to keep myself. I figure I should still look pretty good at 50. I reckon. I got that Arthur Fonzarelli look going on. I got that. The Fonz. Got a Henry Winkler. I'm a big Henry Winkler fan. Look about 30. Oh, thank you, guys. Well, hey, don't eat vegetables. I've smoked for 20 years. I've been smoking for the last 20 years. That's where all these lines come from. All these, right? Don't eat vegetables. My advice. I'm just saying. They're toxic to humans. I've barely eaten vegetables for 20 years. And everyone's always said, oh, you look so young. Oh, that's why. Alcohol-free beers literally save your life. Oh, good, bro. That's fantastic, Matt. Life begins at 40, bro. Yeah, I've heard that a lot, Belinda. I've definitely, I woke up, like, I was into conspiracy theories and all sorts since I was like 19 and stuff, but it was about 30, and video game for years and all that, but it was about 32, 33, my brain really woke up and really, like, I was always aware and always pursuing stuff, but it's like I started to really understand the bigger picture of life and where I was heading and how I was spending my time in that, right? It was about 33 that happened, so yeah, 6 years ago, 6 years I've been really working on myself and building life up, and went really well for a couple of years with it. Made a lot of progress. Had the race bike. Went really well. And then it all the world stopped moving, and the economy came crashing down. And I got wasn't really the best timing to try and get my shit together. I was doing very well for a time, but the world fell apart. And rather than knuckle down and really grit through it, I turned to alcohol, and that was all she wrote really after that point, I think. But we're back now. We're back. We've been building up. We've been on the way back up for 3 years now, so it's all coming together. Heard ADHD brains fully develop at late 20s to mid 30s and neurotypically at 25. Okay, interesting. Neurotypicals at 25. That's very interesting. I have to look into that. I'll look into that. Oh, that sounds curious. Smoke and don't eat vegetables. I fucking love this guy. Exactly it, Kurt. Well, I don't advise anybody should smoke, Kurt. It's, as I say, it's a habit. As I say, I would, I'm 39. People say I look young, but I wouldn't have all these blooming wrinkles right here and all this if I hadn't been smoking for 20 years. So don't smoke. Don't smoke. It's my advice. Live in Kentwood, LA. Stephanie Brumsfield. Sorry, not Brumsfield. Stephanie Brumfield. G'day, Kentwood, LA. How are you? I'm 26. I'm a bit anxious about my career. You got any advice? Mate, you don't know what career you want yet. Don't worry about it. You'll find your way. Just go on the journey. Don't have anxious about your career. Like, the amount, like, we grew up this way, right? We all left school and whatever, and it was all everyone older than us, all the family members. Oh, what are you going to do once you're out of school? What are you going to study? What are you going to this? What are you going to that? All through my 20s. Oh, when are you going to go to university? When are you going to this or that? Live life your way, man. You don't know what you don't know. Like, all the people I know who went to university, they studied for years at things. Within 3 years, after, even if they managed to even get a job in that industry, when, all the class got out and, there were 50 fresh graduates and 3 jobs in the industry, if they managed to get a job, 3 years later, they were over it. And these days, they're doing nothing even remotely like that. Right? And that's all of them. Actually, no. There's one of them who's still does a bit of he's an engineer. He still does a little bit of engineering stuff, but he's mostly spending his time looking at doing a lawn care business. Like, so you'll find out on the path through the journey of career and stuff, and maybe in your 30s, maybe you change career or something, and you decide a different path. Live in a van. I do, bro. We talked about this, I believe, last time, Toothless. Like, so you gotta ask better questions, Toothless. You need to digging for facts is always better than jumping to conclusions, right? And that's what people like you do, is you jump to conclusions. So what you see is a caravan, and you go, "This guy's poor, knows nothing. You're a loser because you live in a caravan," but you don't know the story. So maybe you'd care to ask for the story, and I'll gladly talk to you if you actually come at me like a decent human being instead of a total dickhead. Could be a better strategy, man. But that's not what you're after, is it? That's not what you're after. You just need all the attention. This is what you do. You go around like everybody's channels trying to be the main character. You're not the fucking main character, mate. I'm him. It's my channel. Make your own channel. Okay? How about that? Yeah, van advice as well. Okay, I'll give you some van. How'd you get that girlfriend? Because I'm fucking awesome, bro. So, if you'd ask a better question, right? So 3 years ago, this was a sheep paddock here, right? Bare land, right? I can't give you the tour right now, right? But 3 years ago, it was a sheep paddock. Okay. So since then, I put a caravan here, so I'd have somewhere to live with a kitchen and a bathroom and lights and a fridge, right? So rather than be paying somebody else's mortgage, like renting a room or living in your mum's basement like you, right? So what I did is I put a caravan here and went, I'll live in a caravan, and like it had busted out windows and shit when I got it, right? It's a pretty shitty caravan, but it served my purposes, right? While I've built a 6-car garage. Do you have a 6-car garage that you built yourself? No, probably not. I'm quite proud of my 6-car garage I built myself with no experience on how to build anything. I'd only ever worked on cars and turned spanners. Now I've built a 6-car garage and about half a cabin. But it's called delayed gratification, bro. That's what it is. It's delayed gratification. So people come in here all the time, and rather than ask the question of why I'm in a caravan or talk about it, they just want to be like, this guy's a loser in a caravan. Why would I take advice from him? But the actual reality is, I'm in a caravan with as intentional sacrifice, intentional delayed gratification, so I can be here and build my own house, build my own garage, build my cars, motorbikes, 4-wheel drives, all the things I do on here. So I would say check out the rest of the content, man. Oh, we got FPS Doug in the house. G'day, FPS Doug. Going under the moniker Blue Sniper. G'day, FPS Doug. Hope you're well, mate. Yeah, there's no respawns in RL there, Blue Sniper. Girlfriend, yes. Yes, well, you asked how I got her. I got her because I'm a decent person, because I'm a good guy, mate. It bewilders you, doesn't it? It's how does this guy, I'm perceiving him as a loser living in a caravan. I got to talk shit at him. How does this guy have a beautiful girlfriend there next to him when he lives in a caravan? And why don't I have one? Well, I have way more than a caravan. Yeah. Maybe there's something for you to learn here, mate. Maybe I have value. You just, if you stop hating. Why the hate, man? You could just ask a question. You know that, right? People are so mean. They are, but I mess with them occasionally. I mess with them just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Rabbit season. Duck season. Rabbit season. Duck season. Sally, you don't even know her fucking name, mate. That's not going to get you anywhere. You don't even know her name. Caravan of Love. What's the verdict, chat? Do I just ban out people like Toothless? Like, should I clap back at them, or should I just ban these fools? What do you reckon? Bonjour. Bonjour to you, Adonis. Bonjour. How are you, sir? People here are so mean. Yeah, I just read that again. Yeah, you're right. But it's a great lesson for people in the chat when we do self-improvement, mindset, and all that. It doesn't matter, right? Like, what I concluded with trolls is there is nothing a troll can possibly say to me as bad as what I've said to myself in depressions and my worst moments. Think of the worst things you've said to yourself in your worst moments, right? That's why reconnecting. Oh, we're back. We've reconnected. I'm sorry, guys. The internet had a moment there apparently, but as I was saying, I write off the trolls because they can never say anything as bad as the things I've said to myself in my head. Same for you guys, right? So whatever anybody says to you in life or any of this bullshit, it's in them. Don't worry about it. You've said worse things to yourself than anybody can ever say to you. It was all right. So whenever it's great. Or one thing you can take away from YouTube and all these channels that I learned from hosting the channel here, I've learned this, but I think it's valuable to other people, so I'll talk about it. Every time your brain goes negative or you doubt yourself and you're like, oh, like I'm such a loser, I'm a dick, right? Oh, I'm trolling myself. I'm like these dicks on YouTube. I'm literally trolling myself, right? Laugh and go about your fucking day. Cool. Van Wi-Fi is wild. Yeah, got Starlink, mate. Yeah, it's fantastic. I live out in the country where there's no internet out here, right? We're way out in the country with no internet, mate. So yeah, Starlink has allowed regular people like me, genuine, real, like normal, like not totally brain rotted, disrespectful people like yourself, right? To actually come on the internet. And we are the new era of the internet, just like Jerry from Canada, good friend of mine I have now, Jerry from Canada, who's a streamer. And us rural country folk and things, we're gonna take over the internet from all this fake bullshit, and we're gonna actually make the world a bit of a better place with some genuine, real content, man. So that's shout out to old Elon for that one, I suppose. There we go. It's good, mate. It's good. Oh. Would you rather eat only your favourite food forever or never eat your favourite food again? Oh, I already eat only my favourite food forever. Carnivore diet, so I eat steak. Couldn't go without me steak. It just wouldn't work. I couldn't survive it. True story. That's a good question, though. Us Kiwis are real. That's it, Belinda. I think there's a lot of real people all over the world, right? I think it's just finding each other on the dumpster fire that is the internet is the challenge these days. So yeah, make sure you subscribe if you want to find me again, if you like the content at all. Oh, don't worry about it, Kurt. That's all right, mate. If you're really insisting, Kurt, there is a buy me a coffee link on the channel description, which I haven't checked for flipping ages. But it's all right, mate. Don't worry about it. You say if you insist, Kurt, you save up. You buy me something nice for Christmas, mate. Buy me some flowers or something. Well, buy yourself something nice, Kurt. There you go. Maybe it's a sign, mate. You've donated a fair bit to the channel, mate. I do really appreciate it. But make sure you're looking after yourself, man. Treat yourself too. Here he did kill me trying to match his dono twice in a row. Yeah, and then banks messing up your cards and that. We talked about this the other day. My bank shut off my card because I had the Liven app, which is like a mental health app, and I was trying that out to see how that was, and, see what I thought of that. And I went to take the payment out, and they cancelled my bank card. They blocked it at first, and I had to respond within like 2 hours. Then I had to call them the next day. It wouldn't even let me undo it on my banking app, and I'm like, it's a charge from website. Oh, or whatever. I'm like, I buy stuff all over the world all the time. What are you talking about? And I said, can you guys stop doing that in future? Like, is there some way I can stop you from pausing my card like that? Oh, no, it's an automated system. I'm like, right. So I'm like, so I could be anywhere in the country at 3 o'clock in the morning. You're talking about a cashless society. I said, so you're talking about, I'm on the side of the road at 3 in the morning driving to a motorbike track day. I need diesel. I stop in a gas station. You're telling me my card could be shut off and decline because of an automatic payment for an app that millions of people use. And I was like, there's no way to stop that. And they're like, yeah. I'm like, right. So you're talking about leaving me stranded in the middle of nowhere with not enough diesel because there's too far between the gas stations because you might suddenly shut off my card. Yet you have my money. And they went, yep, that's pretty, yeah. Oh, sorry, sir. I was like, well, sorry doth butter no parsnips, does it? Crazy world. American core. What's that? Like a New York, like a core. Hop in the core. I don't know where we're going with that. American core. Core? Well, Tig, that seems like a pointless comment. Australia and New Zealand are fake. The government just pays actors. The whole world is like that. It's not New Zealand and Australia are fake. It's every leader of every country is fake. It's all fake. They have rage bait contented an entire planet. It's all fake. None of the people running the countries are the ones who actually go to the meetings and actually put out the orders to the world. Correct. So this is why I don't do any politics. It's all fake. Rage bait content. You watch something that's designed to make you angry in reels or whatever, or something, you're doing something offensive. That's what politics is. It keeps you chatting about it. It keeps you by being aware of it and being like, everything's fake. It's all a lie. It's right. Either way, you're focusing on it. Either way, you're putting your time at it. You're emotionally affected by it, right? So even if you're aware of everything, of every injustice in the world, every conspiracy, and it's all not right. I'm not saying any of it is right. I'm saying it's all disgusting. There's evil shit in the world, right? But by playing into it, you're playing their game. Either way, they win, right? They either distract you with it or they got you talking about it instead of focus on your own life. So I just, all of it, I go about my life. You're under the umbrella of it regardless. It doesn't mean you have to play. It doesn't mean you have to let it bother you. It doesn't mean you have to look at any of it. Stop complaining. Not complaining, mate. I'm actually offering a solution. If you were listening, Toothless, I was actually offering a solution. It's called framing. It's called framing a problem, then offering a solution, which is what I do here. Don't worry, Toothless. You'll keep up eventually. Have no money, should I start a GoFundMe? No, I don't think so. I think you should start something for yourself and, earn your way forward. You can do it. Believe in yourself. Whatever it is, pursue something. Nobody in this world is going to hand you anything you didn't deserve. You don't earn. And even if they do, you're not going to feel anything from it. Somebody could buy you a Lamborghini tomorrow. If you don't earn it, it's not going to feel the same as sacrificing and getting it, right? That's what we are. We're aiming creatures. The value to human beings is in the pursuit of something, not the attainment. So think of something you bought 6 months ago. You were really excited to get. It was like you'd wanted it for so long, right? How long after you had it did you want something else? Did you want to aim at something else? Were you kind of over it? You know, you get a new car, you save for years, whatever. You might enjoy it. You really wash it, you vacuum it, you really baby it and look after it. You show your friends and whatever for the first month. What does inside that car look like 6 months later? What are you aiming at 6 months later? We're aiming creatures. We complain about the suffering. We complain about the struggle, but it's what we're built for. We're not built for the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. The pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. It's not what it's all about, you know. Not all about the way pot of gold. What are you laughing at, Lassie? Out there laughing at me, talking like a little leprechaun. Belinda wants some? Oh, Belinda can get some whenever she likes. She just doesn't want it from you, Toothless. If I was given a Lambo, I'd be very happy. You would briefly, until you had to pay to service it and pay to look after it, and you again, it's all materialism, my friend. Toothless, what are we going to do with you, mate? What are we going to do with you? You're a great thing to platform off, though, Toothless. I'll give you that. You kind of make it a bit too easy, to be honest. I like a challenge. Work hard for what you want, and getting things on a platter is laziness. Yeah, Belinda. Yep. Look at what people become like. You know, if you think life sucks and you hate the struggle, look at what happens to people that are like multi-millionaires' daughters and shit. Look at like what was the old show? Paris Hilton. And they put her and her friend on a farm, you know, back in the early 2000s. It was like Paris Hilton and her mate, The Simple Life it was called. And they sent them out to a farm to try and do real work and shit. It's just people just completely out of touch with reality. Two broke girls, of course, leaned into that same narrative, right? Of the Ponzi rich girl with the horse and whatever, who had to be a broke-ass waitress and had to get a dose of reality, right? And actually, through that show, it shapes her as a person into somebody with some actual compassion and empathy and some value to her life rather than everything just being about money. Toothless definitely ain't a mod. If you mean moderator, he definitely ain't a moderator. He's got my finger about this close to the ban button, but he's not a mod. My finger is much closer to the ban button than the moderate button on Toothless. I'd just like to let's make no mistakes there. All right, no presuppositions. Paris, Lionel Richie's adopted daughter. Yes. But you get what I mean, like, you know, if you wanted for nothing, you're some billionaire's daughter. When you've seen those, you've seen the brats on the, Sweet 16 TV shows on MTV and stuff, right? Oh, Daddy, I need a pink G-Wagon for my 16th birthday, and I need a party worth $100,000. And so it's like these, you see some of these crazy women, they get engaged in that, and they're like, oh, wedding ring, and they go and like, they're a lower income kind of family, middle income, and she wants a $50,000 ring and a $100,000 wedding like the Kardashians had. It's like, do you want to marry that person? Like there's all kinds of people out there, right? You got to be careful what you choose. Mint bot, not mod. Oh, he could be a bot. I don't know. We'll see. He seems to do alright at figuring out, at chatting about the. I don't know. We'll see. I don't think he's a bot though. He words into the topics a bit much for botting. Will Ferrell with the Trank. What movie are we talking about now? We're talking about what was it? Old something. I need to watch Old School. Apparently, I need to watch this movie. Well, I will get to it, but I've still been streaming, mate. We haven't got off yet. Is it on any of the streaming platforms at the moment? I have Disney and I have Netflix at the moment. If anybody has any movie recommendations, I watched The Waterboy yesterday, day before. Simplicity is priceless. Dollars will be worthless. Yeah, I think for me, Belinda, it's there's a lot of ways I can make money in this world. I just won't do most of them. I like to have my integrity and stuff. I like to earn my way. That's what I've been trying to do. Bro, VTK, hi man. I thought of you, VTK, today when I was in the garage. And I was like, I haven't seen VTK for a couple of days. I thought about that. I was like, I wonder it'd be good to hear from VTK. I'm sure he'll probably appear in tonight's chat. Great to see you, mate. What's up? Been a bit hard. Honestly, as always, I'm always honest on here. Always honest. Mentally, a real hard. I don't want to bullshit when it's a self-improvement channel, right? Mentally, a hard few days, man. Mentally, a hard few days. My brain's trying to be depressed. My brain's beating me up. But that's all right. I'm keeping going each day, and it's alleviated now. I had a couple of days of it, but I just kept moving forward. I had a bit of a nap today for a couple of hours. Definitely just needed one. Was getting a bit drained. Watch the Hunger Games. Oh, I try not to get involved in a series like that where they're like really long, like lots of seasons. I just don't have time for it. I usually go for a movie or a couple of episodes. So I can't, if there's like a season or two or something, I can do it, but I can't follow like multiple seasons of some thing. No, I'm no good at that. Because what I'll do is I'll end up binge watching it all in 2 days. I'll just bed rot for 2 days and binge watch it. It's very bad. No, I can't do it to myself. So I do enjoy long series like that, but I also know what I'm like, and I'll remind yourself of what you've done that you feel proud of in such moments. That's it, Mandy. That's it. I just need to decompress a bit. Need to decompress a little. I'm just gonna get some water for the jug here, guys. All right, just hang on. I need a bit of. I'm gonna have a coffee. Who wants coffee? It's coffee time. Coffee time on the stream. We're going to have a coffee. Remember, your phone is mobile. If you would like to wander your way to your kitchen and make a tea or a coffee, now is the time to put the kettle on, and then we will sit and enjoy that together. If you would like to join me, folks. Spot of tea, Errol. You want sugar, Bricktop? No thanks, Turkish. I'm sweet enough. Periwinkle blue, periwinkle me ma. You like dogs? Periwinkle blue. Still one of my favourite movies is Snatch. Any Guy Ritchie movie, I'm a big fan of. He's the same guy who did The Gentleman, right? Most people have seen that recently. The Gentleman, the series and the movie, was done by Guy Ritchie. He also did Snatch, would be his best one in my opinion. Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels, Rock and Roller, some others. I'm the goat. Meh. Thanks, mate. Gabby is the goat. Gabby is also a goat. Meh. Right. We're getting unhinged now. I'm needing my coffee. It'll keep me sharp between the ears, you see. There's not too much in there. No, I'm not allowed to do that. My chat will get me on that. I'm not allowed to say there's not much between me ears. I can't put myself down all the time. Susie reminds me of that as well, especially the last few days. I've been like, man, I'm just down on myself. She's like, man, you're so hard on yourself. Like, you beat yourself up endlessly. And I'm like, yep. She's like, stop talking to yourself down. You're doing good. You're doing good. I have these moments where I feel I'm either really doing amazing, but then it's like, I always want to do better. I'm always hard on myself. You're from Brazil? Hello. Happy Jolly from Brazil. How are you, my friend? Good to see you. We're over here at the moment. Usually we're over there, but I'm over here because the jug's boiling, right? So it is tea or coffee time, or hot ribena, if that's your thing. We're having a hot drink now. So you can head to your kitchen, all right? Your phone's mobile, look, you can walk and talk, or you don't have to type for a moment, you know? But we're going to sit and have a nice coffee. So if you want to put your kettle on, we're going to sip away at a coffee or a tea. Maybe a hot chocolate, if you're due for bed soon. A nice hot chocolate, you know? Go on, I'm sure you got some hot chocolate in the cupboard. You've been thinking about, oh, I forgot I had that. Oh, it could be nice. You like tea? Yes, well, if you'd like to join for a tea, we're just going to sit and chat. There we go, 60 likes as well. Look at that, guys. I tell you what, guys, it's a pleasure to be here. Am I from the UK? No, I'm from New Zealand, my friend. A Susie emoji. Still got to do a Susie emoji. All right. We can do that. I wanted to do one of Gary the Possum, but I haven't seen him on stream in a long time. I can't remember what streams in the past Gary the Possum in the garage appeared on, so I can get a picture of actual Gary the Possum. I don't want to use some generic random possum. We've got to use the channel mascot possum. Amazing to be here. I appreciate that, VTK. Appreciate that, man. It does. I've got a snowball of sugar in here, apparently. We've got a snowball of sugar. Oh no, it's going to break apart. It's breaking up on re-entry. Never mind. No, stop. I don't want the big giant chunk of sugar ball. I just want a little bit. There we go. Oh, good. Good. Love to visit New Zealand someday. Heard a lot of things about the Kiwis. Oh, they're all true. They're all true. I had a guy reach out to me on Instagram from Brazil about. He's not from Brazil. Where's he from exactly? I can never remember. He's over that kind of region. Sorry, I do apologise. I don't want to get it wrong, so I won't say. But he's over that way, and he reached out to me. There was a motorbike post on Instagram, and it was like, oh, like what bike do you ride? Where are you from? And I put up my bike or something, whatever. And I was like, oh, New Zealand. He messaged me. He was like, oh man, I'm coming to New Zealand shortly to do an Ironman event, and then I'm spending like 2 or 3 weeks in New Zealand. Can you advise me on where to go? I was going to look at Queenstown and this and that, and I'm going to book a ferry over. And I'm like, no. The ferries are unreliable. Don't, like, if you're here for 2 or 3 weeks, the ferries can be delayed for 5 days on either side, 3-4 days, you know. So I restructured it all for him, and we talked through it, and came over here, completed an Ironman event, and the New Zealand Ironman down in Taupo, and yeah. Me and him, we did intend to catch up while he was in New Zealand after the Ironman, and he was in Auckland, and we were going to go to a restaurant or something. And then while he was here, I was sick with the flu for about a week and a half, and I was all right when he was about to leave, and I was like, dude, like, I'm all right, like, I'm feeling all right, but I've only been all right for a couple of days. I'd love to meet you, but I'm not going to go sit in a restaurant with you and send you back to your home country and after an Ironman sick, you know. So yeah, we'll catch up with him at some point, definitely. Wellington or Auckland or somewhere else. I grew up in Auckland and I moved up to Northland about 15 years ago. I spent some time back in Auckland since then, some time in the South Island, but I've mostly been in Northland for about the last 15 years. So yeah, I grew up in the city, but now I'm about 300 kilometres north, roughly, but I won't get too specific on the old internet. There we go. We have one coffee. I hope some who made a coffee with me or a tea. Who's enjoying a nice hot beverage? Ric Flair with the sheep. Yep. That's exactly what I meant, Rick, bro, when I said that everything you've heard about New Zealanders is true. And I know you did that intentionally, Rick, and this is why I appreciate you, mate, when you just put a picture of a sheep. I'm about to have a coffee with Milo. Oh, nice, mate. Yeah. Mochaccino, right? Nice mocha there. Life's treating you all right? Well, that's good, mate. Celtic, he was annoying me. The Hunger Games is 3... Oh, it's 3 movies. Oh, sorry, I thought the Hunger Games was like a big series. Oh, I might look at the Hunger Games. Doesn't the Hunger Games have the girl from Twilight or something? I tend to not be able to watch anything with like the people from Twilight in it. I find it a bit cringy, but I'll give it a look. Could be an idea. I've heard about the Hunger Games a lot. You sub, Jolty? Oh, fantastic. Thank you, mate. We just hit 2,000 subs the other day, so massive shout out to everybody. Thank you. Much love from over here. Little old Aotearoa, New Zealand, mate. We've got a little silver fern there. Look, there we go. Thank you to all of you. It's been a pleasure. If you want to come to Arizona, I'll bed and breakfast you, Susie, and the dogs. Well, yeah, I wouldn't be sicking the dogs on a plane all the way to Arizona. Have to leave them here, sadly. But yeah, at some point we will be over in the States. At some point we are coming to the States. We will be doing America. We'll be doing Japan. I want to go to Germany. And I have scores to settle in Germany involving the Nürburgring racetrack and me on a superbike, because that's been a dream of mine for about 30 bloody years. So we're going to do that. We're getting back to motorbike racing as well, I think, guys. I am stressing the last few days a bit about costs and all that and where I'm at in life and going back to racing, but I definitely we got some support from Heavy D, was saying he can sort of organise some things, but obviously that's riding gear and stuff, and that's amazing news, and it makes it a lot more viable, but I've still got to figure out how I would fund the rest of racing effectively. You can for oh my God. Marcus, how dumb are you? You ran out of Marcus accounts after we banned 3 of them. You come in on the Judge Hidrobo account, right? And then you've immediately gone, rest in peace, Marcus. And you've immediately made it clear it's you coming back into the chat. Marcus, the reason I've given you like a week of chances rather than just ban you as a troll and gave you all these chances was to try and reform you from being a troll. And usually I just ban people. And we really tried with you, man. And then tonight you've pushed it too far and I've banned you. And you've shown you've got like, what, 7, 8 different accounts on here. I tried, man. This is what my channel does, man. Self-improvement. I just try and help people. I'm giving up my time here because 3.5 years ago, right here, like, look, here, right? I tried to end my life, right? And from surviving that, getting through it all, and building my life back up, giving up alcohol, changing my diets, fitness, building my life back up, man. I'm on here. I don't even want to be on YouTube. Like, I thought about making a YouTube channel for many years, but not once I ever considered putting myself in it, my face in it, and presenting something. I was a photographer. I'm actually qualified in photography. If you've ever known a photographer, we like being behind the camera. We do not like being in front of it, not one damn bit. But it's bigger than me. It's bigger than... I thought about being a volunteer firefighter or a soup kitchen or helping homeless or helping the elderly or something. And my mission is the best reach I can have on the world, the most impact I can have on the world is to be on YouTube and do this. Right? So that's what I'm giving my time for, man. So I do ask people to respect the chat and just like, we hang out, we try to have a positive chat, and we're here for people with real problems and shit. And it's a space where people can actually hang out and, enjoy their evening or day or whatever, right? A lot of people find my chat soothes them a bit, helps them chill out and, gets them some answers to some questions and stuff, right? Have you visited Australia? I have when I was 13. That's actually the only time I've been overseas so far. Was, my mother took me over there once for a big family thing, so I got some family in Aussie as well. You're one of the only good live streams right now. I bet I am. Thanks, mate. If I was able to take a vacation to where you're at, would I go and would you recommend it? Yes, places in New Zealand you could go to. South Island, man. South Island. Get down the South Island of New Zealand. Head down Invercargill. Invercargill's a beautiful place, man. Dunedin as well, but Invercargill especially is a really beautiful place down in New Zealand. Stay away from Queenstown, the tourist trap. Like you could stop by there and whatever, but it's just a tourist trap. Everything is just overpriced to the moon. You go into a cafe, you're going to be paying like $16 for a coffee or $20. It's just insane because it's the entire place of Queenstown is built around hospitality. It's a tourist town. It's not a destination, right? There's things to see there, but it's expensive. Love your bikes, brother. Yeah, VTK. I've been out on Susie's bike the last 2 or 3 days. I've been out riding that around a little bit. Her little 250 little learner bike. It's a bit different to my old ZX14 I blew up to be on a little 250 again, but it's a good laugh. I certainly caught a couple of days ago. I caught a couple of boys on 600cc sports bikes off guard in the twisties. When obviously I ride super bikes on track, so you put me on a little 250 on a back road. So I've got the learner plate, Susie's learner plate, bright yellow learner plate on the back, in a hoodie and gumboots, and these guys are carving it up in the twisties and their full leathers, and I just carved by them and just gave them a wave and just wandered off. And I just know they just went home just going, what the fuck? Because some little Honda VTR 250 with a learner plate on it, a guy in a hoodie and gumboots, and they've come up for the weekend and they've got all their kit on and they're thinking they're fast in the corners, and so that gives me a good laugh when that happens. You're above the law? Could be. I don't think anybody's above the law, mate. I don't think anybody's above the law. Non-stop barking. You know why? Because life's rough. True story. Non-stop barking? No, it's no non-stop barking. The dogs are quiet. The dogs are asleep in the corner. Yeah. Oh, no, you're confusing me. Oh, well. Any American cars you like that aren't available there? Oh, man. I mean, it's available, but it's very expensive. Like, people import a lot of American cars here. Like, you can get any American car here, really, if you want it. but the prices are just through the roof. Like you want a C10 Chevy pickup in like reasonable condition, like on ready to drive a C10. It's going to be like 50,000 American dollars. Like not like fully restored or anything. Just something that bloody drives. You want like a Dodge Ram 2500 pickup. It's going to cost you like 90,000 US dollars for like one that's 15 years old. It's just absurd. Favorite car? I'm gonna have to say Toyota Land Cruiser. We're a Toyota family around here. Bro, go sleep. Well, it's not sleep time here, mate. It's only 8:57 p.m. in New Zealand. It's 8:57 p.m. Saturday evening, so no, we got time. The world does have time zones, mate. The not for me means you're above the law. Well, I didn't say anything about rules for thee, not for me. I don't know what. Well, what did I say? What did I say about? How have you not noticed he's created a positive community here? That's a right. Oh, Gabrielle's made the final decision on you there, mate. Sorry, nothing I can do about it. Unfortunately, you got banned there, mate, but there's nothing I can do about it. It is my channel, but I trust my moderators, and if my moderators like know what's best for me, and like I have a laugh and feed into shit, but they also read the room, and they do a good job of that's why I have the moderators I have, mate. They understand me, they know me, and they will make decisions. It's usually I'll engage, I'll have a bit of a laugh with you. It's very rare I ban people. Another robo account. Yep, and you're immediately back. So you got timed out, and it took you all of about 12 seconds to go over to your button, switch account, find my channel again, and get back in here. Interesting. Have you considered getting a life? It's just a thought. Like when I'm trying to do a positive channel about self-improvement stuff and we're having a good chat, have you considered getting a life instead of just ruining things for other people? Have you learnt nothing from my channel? You're certainly here long enough on enough accounts. Have you learnt nothing? The same Bluebird 2.0. Oh, mate, an old Bluebird. V8 classic, love of my dreams since 16. I owned a 63 Bel Air for a while 30 years ago. You know what I want? You know what I want? I want a Plymouth Belvedere, or I want the old GTO with the stacked headlights. It's like the oval headlights vertical. I saw one on a trailer the other day. One went by on the road, and half the top of it was covered, but I could see the headlights, and it had like those vertical. Is it an old Pontiac GTO? It's like the black car in the movie Triple X with Vin Diesel. It's got like the stacked headlights and an oval. And I saw a black one go past on a trailer. It was obviously somebody's project mid-build, and I was like, oh, mate. That's my kind of car, man. That's my kind of car. I got a life, I'm just bored. Well, then you don't have much of a life. If you've got a life, you got hobbies and shit. You got, like, isn't there anything you'd rather do than try and ruin a decent channel and ruin the vibe? Couldn't you go do any of that? Why do you have to come ruin our day? Why do you have to come inflict your boredom on us and ruin everything we're doing? It's not very nice. Oh, he's a bot. Another robo account. Wow. Favorite GT40? Oh, nice. Yeah, nice shape to those, eh? Oh yeah. Not much of a Ford man myself. Not I like old Australian Fords, like the old Falcons and that. You know, I grew up with V8 supercar racing in Australia and that. So like, we didn't grow up with NASCAR and stuff on TV here like the States did. We grew up with, V8 supercars Australia, old Peter Brock and Holdens and the Mountain and the Bathurst 1000 and yeah. People would rather hate than love. That's it, mate. Plymouth Belvedere is awesome, late 50s or 60s. Yeah, there's one Belinda, what was the name of the channel? It was this custom Plymouth Belvedere. I'd have to find the video. You put up content, Belinda. I think I can. If I find it, I'll type it out in your comments somewhere so you can find it. But yeah, this old Plymouth Belvedere guy built up a real custom, real nice job of it. I love you, man. Well, if you love me, then don't ruin. If you love me, Robo, don't keep coming in here trolling and shit, and let me actually try help you and stuff instead of ruining my channel, which I put a lot of work into building, and I'm just trying to help people, man. Don't come ruin what I'm doing. It takes a lot of work to do a YouTube channel, man. To edit shorts and learn about all this stuff and learn all of YouTube and stuff like man. I put 8 to 10 hours a day into this channel. Like of my time for free, bro. Like to try and help people. Like so if you could not troll me, I would appreciate it. I'm just I'm legitimately we're just trying to help people, man. Mark, Dogs and Susie, cool as fuck. Oh, thank you, Kurt. Appreciate it, bro. I'm just me, mate. I think I'm pretty lame, to be honest, sometimes. A Mustang Selenium. I did always like the old you left 8 likes. Oh, well, thanks, Robo. But just if you can tone it down, bro, I would appreciate it, Like I'm being serious, bro. Like, if you could tone it down, I would appreciate it. Well, guys, if you want, all right, PS5D, hello, how are you, mate? He's got the PlayStation logo there. How are you, mate? Grandpa's truck, 78 Jeep truck with a 401. Dave's ignition. Ooh, nice old. See, I like the old Jeeps. Like I've seen the all these like modern like Jeep Rubik. I don't know bugger all about them, but I see like the more modern Jeeps, and I don't really like them. But like the older Jeeps look rad. I think the modern, more plastic ones. No, I haven't watched Breaking Bad, mate. No, I never got around to it. No, I haven't got to that yet. I've been meaning to check it out at some point, but it's like one of those things where I have to sit down and really actually make sure I'm watching it, I think. My top 3 series of movies. Top movie of all time is Surf's Up, the movie about surfing penguins. It's a film about existentialism. It's a film about essentially ignoring the opinions of others and going your own way in life and never giving up. That's what the message is of that movie. So, yeah, Surf's Up, the movie with the surfing penguins, not Happy Feet with the dancing penguins. That's my favourite movie. Top 3 series of movies. What's a couple other things I could say there? We did a poll on this a while ago, and the top movie came out for most people came out as Interstellar, just so you know there. I'm forgetting my coffee too. Full-size Jeep called a J20 long bed. All right, another thing I have to look up. I do try work through the screenshots of all the stuff. Quite often I forget, but I do look up stuff occasionally, guys. I'll try to. Repeat the name of that first movie. It's called Surf's Up. SURF space UP. Surf's Up. It's a movie about surfing. If you just Google a movie about surfing penguins, you'll find it. I don't think there's any other animated surfing penguin movies that I know of. But yeah, it's a real good one about pursuing your path in life. Basically everybody's laughing in his face. Essentially his name's Cody, and he's a penguin from Antarctica, and his brother, his mother, everybody's laughing at him because he wants to become a surfer, right? And they're like, no, you should just be organising the fish and fitting in with everybody else and doing what everybody else is doing. Stop being weird. And he forges his path regardless, right? And I don't want to spoil the whole movie, but yeah. Then he meets somebody who kind of mentors him a bit, but that mentor has his own battles, and yeah, it's very it's a bit like here, I try to be sort of the mentor role, I suppose, but it's also people in the chat I learn things off, and you guys bring me back and keep me in check at times as well. So, full circle. Where am I from? From New Zealand, mate. New Zealand. Yeah, we won't talk about that PS5 in regards to Breaking Bad. No, that's not an appropriate thing for my chat, bro. Deepak Singh, life's effed up, bro. No motivation, just dragging every day. It's awful, man. We can talk about that, bro. Well, what's going on, Deepak? How's it going, man? Motivation. If you're waiting for motivation, you're always going to be. You'll never fulfill that, right? Yeah, just about what you're saying about the stuff in Breaking Bad and a caravan like this, bro. We can't discuss that kind of thing on YouTube. It will get me in trouble. but you're all right, bro. You're all right. Just keep it. Just can't talk about that kind of stuff. But motivation is fleeting, right? Like motivation is like when you want to do something. It's when you're excited about it. It's when you're that's when motivation comes in. So if you sit and wait for motivation, like, oh, if I was just more motivated, I could progress. Like, you're going to be miserable as shit because that's not what it is to overcome it. What you need is discipline, right? Discipline. Motivation is for when you feel like doing something. Discipline is for when you don't feel like doing something, but you do it anyway, right? That's the difference between motivation and discipline. Motivation comes and goes. It's not reliable. You can't plan out, like, I want to spend the next 5 years of my life pursuing this, and I'm going to be motivated every day. It's not going to happen. There's going to be other things happen in your life. Your car gets a flat tire. This happens, that happens. All kinds of things happen in life, right? So there's going to be days where the days where you don't feel motivated are going to be way more than the days you don't feel motivated. So you have to fix the days you don't feel motivated, right? So that's where discipline comes in. And my suggestion, bro, is just an extra 10 minutes at something. If you're avoiding it, you don't feel like doing it, it feels like too much, you're thinking too much, just try and put 10 minutes at that thing and see how you go. If you can't do it after 10 minutes, walk away. If after 10 minutes you're into it, spend an hour on it, spend 2 hours on it, spend 10 hours on it. It's the starting is the hard bit. So don't wait for instead of waiting for motivation, just, I'm going to do 10 minutes and it will really, really help you, brother. New Zealand's beautiful, man. Over in here. Friend in Queensland. Oh, nice, man. Yeah, over in Aussie. How's everyone doing? Yeah, you're all right. You're all right, PS5. You're cool, man. Oh, what's happened there? What are we? But yeah, Deepak, if you got any follow-up questions or want to talk about more, bro, like, that's what we do here, man. If you're still here, some people ask questions and run away, but if you're still here, man, I think I did see a message, I think, from Belinda heading off or something. Sorry, I'm just gonna check. Got a whole heap of we had a whole heap of messages deleted because somebody got timed out. Make sure I got it here. G'day, beautiful people. How's everyone this freezing cold Saturday evening? It has been a cold one, random. Sorry, I'm just looking for Belinda. Good night, Venom, Susie, Heidi, etc. All right, thank you for joining us, Belinda. It's always a pleasure to have you in the chat joining us, and I think it's safe to say everybody else enjoys chatting with you as well, mate. So yeah, thank you for being here, Belinda. I do appreciate it, mate. Yeah, there you go, VTK giving us enough. Hello, Mark, my Venom brother. Hey, Beantown, how are you, mate? Good to see you, bro. Fantastic to see you. No racism, no politics, no religion in the chat, please, guys. I don't know that I might have missed some context there, but
I don't think you did anything.
yeah, I don't know. I didn't see anything there, but maybe I missed something. Maybe the mods have caught it, and we'll move on. Hey, how you going, Beantown? What's going on, man? Yeah, that's at random. That's exactly it, mate. Spot on. I think it was amongst those deleted messages. Anyway, we won't focus on that. We'll just carry on. See the new Spider-Man movie which came out recently? No, I believe I'd heard they were filming one, but has it been released? Has it? Is that in the movie theaters or is it on Netflix or something? Let me know. Yeah, I've always liked Spider-Man movies. The Amazing Spider-Man is my favorite. The first Amazing Spider-Man, where he's he has the electronic lock on his bedroom door and stuff. He's a more techie kind of guy. He makes his own web shooters and that. The Amazing Spider-Man is, I really enjoy that movie. We were watching that the other day. Susie hasn't seen it. I think we watched about a third of it, love. I think we watched about a third of it. In the theatres? Oh, that could be worth going. Could be worth going. What do you reckon, love? We'll have to. I'll have to fill Susie in on all the other Spider-Man movies first. I think then we could. It came yesterday into the movie theaters. Oh, fantastic! All right, I'll look it up, mate. I'll look it up. Thank you for that PS5. It's good. We have Hulk in it. All right. No, don't spoilers. I'll have to. I'll go absorb it, man. No, beaners allowed. What? The beaners? My motivation came from seeing other people do great things. Now I have a patent pending for something amazing. That's fantastic, bro. Yeah, I mean, but you were disciplined through that process, would you say, Kobe? Would you say, like, it took a lot of discipline as well? It wasn't all motivation pulling you, right? It was discipline on those hard days to push through, right? Was it Andrew Garfield his name? Yeah, I like it. I like the Tobey Maguire ones, but yeah, I definitely like the yeah, if his name's Andrew Garfield, yeah, the Amazing Spider-Man ones. I do prefer that movie, to be honest. Like I like the old ones, but yeah, I definitely like the Amazing Spider-Man ones. No, I haven't seen that yet. Christopher Nolan Odyssey. No, I've heard about, but yeah, I haven't been to a movie theater in years, man. Where Tobey Maguire was best, but then it auto translated to "Where is your mum?" I'm guessing that's not what they proceed. Hang on, I'm just gonna turn off the chat translation. Bijou, you said Tobey Maguire was best, but then it translated your next message to "Where is your mum?" But the translation doesn't work well on here, so I've turned it off. If you want to say that again. Sometimes the translation on here only seems to turn English into wrong English usually. But yeah, Christopher Nolan did Interstellar, right? So yeah, that must be a decent one to watch. Thank you so much for the advice on paralysis. Oh, most welcome, Wanda. Yeah, if as always, if any of you ever have any questions, don't be afraid to ask. You know, if it's something you guys are struggling with, like past paralysis or something, you don't always have to, wait, wait for other people to ask. You can, try frame it as best you can. I'm always happy to talk about it, guys. This channel is a rare YouTube treasure. Appreciate that, man. People like you guys, you guys all remind me quite frequently that what I'm doing here has value to others, and that's what it's about, right? It's not about value for me; it's about trying to help other people. But and so I draw value. I've a lot of value as well. Like I love talking about the stuff. It allows me to talk about and rethink things and see different perspectives and stuff. Right? It's very cathartic, I find. Hello from New Zealand. G'day JP11. Yep, Kiwi here as well, mate. Grew up in Auckland. I'm up in Northland now. I managed to escape the city, so I'm building a cabin and stuff out here and garage and that. So, how you going? I know I sound quite Australian, bro, but yeah, I am a Kiwi. I'm just well travelled around New Zealand, so it's a blend of South Island, North Island, bit of everywhere, bit of city, bit of country, a little bit of rock and roll. Nolan has all great movies. Nolan has all great movies of cinema history, like Oppenheimer. Yeah, did Oppenheimer as well. Oh, really? And he did. Christopher Nolan did Batman: The Dark Knight Rises as well, didn't he? I haven't seen Tenet or Memento though. I'll screenshot those because I do. I definitely do enjoy his movies. So yeah, I used to watch a lot of movies, guys, but these days I just haven't watched them much these days. I don't really have, I don't have a TV, so everything I just watch on a phone, so it kind of ruins. Like we'll sit here and hang out and watch a movie a bit, but yeah, I'm definitely looking at getting, like, I don't want to get a giant, something crazy. I might get a big TV like a 65-inch, but it'll be a really cheap used one. I'm not going to get anything crazy. As long as it's a smart TV, I can put like Netflix on or whatever. It'll do. I had one in there, and then the dog knocked it over, and that was that. So I put it there, and I went, oh, I need to wall mount that. Oh, when the cabin's done, I'll wall mount it. It'll be fine. No, it was not fine. Brand New Day is not a really good movie. It's just slightly above average in terms of plot and story. Okay, all right, give that one a miss, you reckon? But yeah, VTK, I really appreciate that message, man. The channel is a rare YouTube treasure. I appreciate it, man. Christopher, personally, no, mate. Personally not. I don't do religion in here though, so yeah, I just keep my beliefs to myself. And people are welcome to have their beliefs here, but it's just not the topic. So there's people here of all religions and nationalities and whatever. It doesn't matter, right? So we don't do politics, we don't do religion, because there's plenty of channels dedicated to discussing that at length. So that's the only things we don't do here. So we just hang out and just treat each other with kindness, no matter where you are on the planet. And that we're all just trying to support each other, right? How much far is Queensland from you? Oh, I don't know. Queensland would be a good. I don't know. You got to go by a plane. It's Australia, so yeah, a long way from here. Thanks for the answer. Oh, most welcome, mate. Yeah, if you want to stick around, talk about whatever you can. But yeah, yeah, it's just one of the things in my chat, mate. Keep the arguments at bay. Unfortunately, you know how it goes. You see how it goes on YouTube, right? So you gotta. Yeah, unfortunately, we have to just do it that way. But I mean, don't get me wrong. I understand there are billions of religious people on Earth, and their faith serves them well and serves them into great things in life and that. And if that's helping you, like all power to you. It's just not what I'm talking about here. That's all. What do I do? PS5. Mostly I'm usually like a car mechanic and stuff, but I'm sort of gravitating away from that. I'm becoming more and more of a YouTuber, to be honest. Bit of everything, man. Bit of everything. Paul, that's a heck of a way to thank me for reaching 3K subs, mate. I'll pass. I've got a missus, so. But thanks for the offer. But there you go, guys. When I hit 3K subs, Porth there is offering a free one to anybody who's in need. Does come off a bit easy, to be honest. But welcome everybody. Double check the screen. Yeah, that's a great suggestion there, VTK. Would you recommend live streaming or YouTube in general? Depends on your intention, right? Like for me, I never wanted to make a brain rot channel or anything. I wanted to make something that was worth something to people. I think that's a really, really good thing to do with YouTube. Like anybody can make money on YouTube. You could if I want to make money on YouTube, you'd make slop, you'd make brain rot content, you'd put rubber bands on a watermelon and all that. But I've always refused in life to make income those kind of ways where it's just like just selling people brain rot, selling entertainment like that. It's just not my thing. So you can do it. It's definitely not easy. There's a lot more to doing YouTube than just like make a video, put it up, or just hit the live button. There's a lot more to it to understanding the algorithm and understanding how things are going to get fed, and there's going to be a lot of failure. There's going to be a lot of struggle, a lot of you put your heart and soul into the best short. You feel it's the best short you've ever made. You spent 6 hours making it. Every transition, everything is perfect. You handcrafted it, and it gets 3 likes. And then you put out one that you just been, I can't even bother it anymore, and you throw it out the door, and it gets 100 likes, and you'd think it was the content people would hate, but you know what I mean. So it's like like any artist puts out an album, right? The track that they thought was pretty average is the one that goes number 1 on the charts, and the artist's favorite track is the one that nobody's really into, So you just put it out there. My boyfriend cheated on me with 4 girls at the same time. Well, he did you a favor. You realize that, right? You won that situation, right? Because the person exposed themselves early. You didn't spend your life with that person and then, or you didn't spend your whole life and end up buried next to the person, never knowing they cheated on you your whole life or something, right? So you got the whole rest of your life ahead of you without that person. Now you're free to meet anybody else. So high five. You win. Life goes on. But it's their actions, not yours, right? You can't control other people if they want to be a shithead and do that, You feel me? It's all about reframing it, right? I can match that for you, Kurt, hang on. Hang on. Oh, where's the picture? Hang on. Make sure you get a screenshot of this as well, Kurt. All right. Right, you good? Got it? Okay, cool. You're welcome. You know, matches the emoji layout. Just don't use the dog ones, they're asleep. Oh, you never know what random things will happen on this channel. We go from serious chats and stuff, but you know, I don't want it to be like we chat for 3 hours and it's all just self improvement and serious, and you know, we you know. I got it. Where do I send it? Oh, I don't know. Post it to the community page, bro. Usually it's people posting up their art and stuff, but yeah, man, post it up to the community page. Anyway. Got to mod this. The main mods that were in here earlier have left, and the other moderator is almost asleep, I think. Sweeties, you want a blanket over here? I got the heater on. Are you alright? Alright, look, I can see myself on the TV. Hang on, Ma, I can see myself on TV. See myself on the TV there. Do you work out? I do, man. I do workouts on live every day at the moment, actually. We started that back up today. So I did 200 push-ups this morning. We're building up the push-up numbers every day in August, or might take some days off, right? But through August, we're building up the push-up numbers, and I'm going to be doing 739 push-ups every day in September. So if you want to tune in for that at any time, yeah. We're doing 739 push-ups every day in September for the New Zealand Prostate Cancer Foundation. So they do Blue September every September. So I jump on and do that. Queenstown, brother, how far is it from you? I am coming this year. Oh, other end of the country, mate. Other end of the country. I'm right up the top of New Zealand. Yeah, Queenstown's right about a couple of hours north of the... Thank you, Kurt. Much appreciated, mate. I'm sure Celtic and all that, it'll have a good laugh at that one. I'll make sure I mention it on the next couple of streams for everyone to go check it out. I appreciate you, Kurt. Pauline Hanson. She was like some politician in Australia, wasn't she? Pauline Hanson. I've heard that name. Oh no, we don't do any politics, Claire. We don't do politics. We don't do religion. We're a self-improvement mindset, general larrikin kind of channel. To be honest, we're just good vibes only, positive vibes, right? Positive channel. That's what we do here. It was the whole point of making the channel. Was there's so much brain rot on here. So much I felt was just distracting people, or bored. Just That's actually usually the number one poll result we get is I put up a poll and I put a joke last question. I put, I don't even know what I'm doing on YouTube right now. And it wins the poll every time. Love from Texas. Well, thank you for your love from Texas, Christopher Ortega. I sure would like to come over there and go to a nice steakhouse, get me some hot wings, get me a big old T-bone steak there or something. I'm going to mosey on over to Texas someday, Christopher Ortega. We're going to go over there because I want to try some stuff. I want to go to a place in a steakhouse where they call me darling. It's just for you, Christopher, because you liked the accent in that earlier, mate, so I thought I'd accommodate you. Texas sounding great there. Oh, thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you kindly, sir. It's because I'm from New Zealand. I'm from New Zealand, not Australian. Australian couldn't do it, buddy. I ain't talented like me. There's a lot of Australians alike. But the New Zealand-Australia relationship is... You'll hear New Zealanders and Australians talk crap about each other. It's like the America-Canada relationship, right? It's like a big brother, little brother. Hey, mate, If a New Zealander or an Australian is taking the piss out of you, that means they're your friend, right? I have some American friends over here. When they first met me, they were like, "Man, you're like such a cheeky, like you can't say that stuff. Like in America, you said that." I'm like, "Bro, like over here, like because they hadn't been here like that long. They hadn't really encountered it that much, and it was like, oh, man, if a New Zealander is a mate and around you, and when we start giving you shit, that means we've become good friends. If we're giving you a bit of crap, give it back, and it's kind of just how it goes here." Whereas I think in the States, I think a lot more of it. I don't know. I think people are a bit more serious. I don't know. Just depends on the individual. I always try and go people on an individual basis, not like what country they're from or whatever, or something. I don't know. We're all just humans of Earth, right? We all just got dropped into this planet, growing up, and we go through school and that, and it's like now you're out in the world, and like we're all just trying to figure it out, right? Like that's what I try and do on my channel here is I just try and meet people where they're at and like where I'm at, and we talk about life, we talk about what's going on. We don't live in La La Land. I'll try to have a bit of a laugh here and stuff, but we're also not here to just be like, we're not here to be totally serious the whole time, but I'm not here to just make brain rot content that isn't going to help anyone, right? People in America are rude or usually are super chill. Yeah. It's kind of, I don't know, man. I suppose it just depends what you're exposed to, right? Where you go, what the situation is. Yeah. Why is Texas an easy accent? I don't know, man. I kind of trying to think where I talk from. It's very like in the jaws here. You see? So if I talk normal, it's more like I'm from Texas. I'm from Texas. I'm from Texas. I'm from Texas. I can kind of get it in here. So if I touch myself in there, so it's kind of doing that internally. It's up in here, and then I can talk like I'm from Texas, boy. I can also do a Bane voice, which is a Bane voice. If you want to do a Bane voice, it's a British accent spoken through the hand. So that's how you do Bane from the Batman movies. So you talk in a like a posh British accent. You got to accentuate your words, right? You speak a British accent from down here, and it's deeper. See, like an Australian accent is all spoken out in mouth, mate, alright? I'm using very little ear up here. A British accent, yeah, is from down here, yeah? So you got to talk real like I'm a scouser, I'm a boxer, T-Mola, yeah, right? Come from down here, right? So yeah, so the Bane one is like, oh, you think the darkness is your ally, and then it's, you think the darkness is your ally, and then you can ramp it up and go, you merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by it. I didn't see the light until I was already a man. Right? So you can get the echo off that, which is, there's Bane. But yeah. Oh no, I just mess around with that stuff. That's this channel. That's badass. That's this channel, boy. Yep. Can listen to you do accents for a while, probably. Oh my god, thank you so much. I'm Becky from California. It's so nice to meet you. Thanks, bro. It's awesome that you're here, bro. I gotta work on more American accents. Hi, Becky. Oh my god. It's Becky. It's probably the cringiest one I do. Becky ain't cool. Yeah, Becky ain't cool. That one's Kelly. Yeah, bro, like, look, you want to go surfing later or something, bro? I heard there's some chicks down there, bro. Yeah. And this, yeah. Becky at the mall. I don't know what's wrong with me. Kelly dude sounds exactly like your cousin. Oh, radical, bro. That's cool ass, man. Does he like to chill out, bro? Smoke the Zaza, bro? It's nice, bro. Real. I'm losing viewers now. I'm doing too many American accents. Everybody's leaving. Hey, I'm Maddie. Hello, Maddie. How are you, mate? How you going, Maddie? Maddie the Betty. Hey, how are you, mate? You going well? You tried to call me yesterday. Are you trying to reach me about... from Houston? You trying to reach me about my car's extended warranty or what, boy? Mark Antoine Houston, you trying to reach me about my car's extended warranty? I don't want it, man. I ain't picking up that phone, boy. Yeah, bro, I'm getting ready to sleep, but it's a happy place. Yeah, it is a happy place, mate. I'm probably starting to get a bit overtired when I start just bombing out the accents the whole time. But as you know, bro, we like to have a good laugh. we're just coming up on 3 hours here, guys, so I won't be on here much longer. I think Susie's pretty blooming asleep at this point. It is 9:30, and I just remembered she's got work quite early tomorrow, so she's too kind to blooming nudge me and be like, "Wait, bring it off here," right? Living the whole day ahead. Actually, about the Vegas package. Oh, yes, the Vegas package. No. All right, guys, it's been a pleasure as always. I will be back in the morning. We'll be doing another at least 200 push-ups tomorrow, all through August, building up the push-ups every day to do 739 push-ups every day in September for the New Zealand Prostate Cancer Foundation. And we'll do some garage live tomorrow and stuff. If you haven't checked out the channel yet, or you just got here, do go check out the channel and see what it's all about. Lots of different stuff I do on here. Biggest shout out, as always, goes to my moderators. Thank you for all your work, and there's been a fair bit of trash tonight, so a special shout out to Celtic and Gabrielle and my dad and Susie for handling it all. And next shout out goes to my members, super chatters. All your support all does help the channel, guys, so I do really appreciate it. So I live in South California. Don't judge off where I live. Best vacation place ever if it's where you're at. Oh, no, I'm just taking the piss with accents, Travis. Yeah, no, I don't have anything against anyone from anywhere, mate. I'm just taking the piss with it. We're just having a laugh. It's all happy days. From now so many times. Yeah. Thank you for your time, brother. Thank you, Beantown. Thank you for being here as well. Thank you for all your time, guys. Of course, there's a lot more of everybody else's time comes to this channel. It's one of my time, but that's how I view it on here. If it's me and I've got 20 people watching me, it's one of my time, but I'm taking up 20 other people's time, so I should be offering something of value, right? Sometimes it's a laugh, sometimes it's self-improvement help, sometimes it's just whatever people need. Yeah, thank you very much. It's my channel, Kurt, but at the same time, you guys help make it what it is, right? I have a great community here, and that's what it's all about. Sharon Davison, Esperance, Western Australia. Oh, awesome, mate. Yeah, good to have you here. I'm a Kiwi. I'm just signing off for the night. I've just done 3 hours on here, Sharon. So do check out the channel if you like. I'm sorry to love you and leave you so abruptly, guys. But my partner's, she's fallen asleep here and she's got work early and stuff. So I'm going to head off for tonight. But I'll be back streaming in the morning. I am a bloke, mate. I'm a New Zealand bloke, mate. How's it going? Just don't need I need stuff. Sleep well tonight. Yeah, thank you very much, Sharon. All right, well, take care, guys. I'll be back on tomorrow. A morning workout. We'll do some work in the garage, cars, motorbikes, blah, blah, blah tomorrow. We're actually going to do some decluttering in the garage tomorrow. I'm going to sort through some bins of parts and all the boring shit I don't want to do, but we're going to do it. All right, discipline and all that. And then we'll do another evening chat like this, catch up with everyone. Thank you all for joining me. Are you a broke bloke whose life is a joke? No, you can keep that title, mate. You have a good night. But if you want to learn how to not be, you can stick around here. I'll help you out, mate. Don't assume things just